Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we are so excited. This is only the second time to air. We've been waiting since December to get the most luxurious skincare back in stock with us here.
Most luxurious with the most amazing ingredients. Fantastic results that you will see throughout the show when we show you what a difference it makes to people's skin. But not only have we got the night cream, as it's called, we've also got a brand new product coming up for you. So go to the website to see everything, shopontv.co.uk. Remember, you can order on the phones as well, 03333 241 241. We've got some fabulous guests joining us, so don't go anywhere. We've got lots to talk about.
Cotrini, it's all about salmon DNA, and wait till you hear about exactly what it could be doing for your skin. Stay with us, we'll see you in a minute. Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we are super excited. We had a show in December. You absolutely loved this brand, Cotrini. This is all about the most luxurious skincare. We're talking about skincare used by some of the very most incredibly beautiful ladies.
Huge celebrity following, Cotrini skincare is amazing because of its results, because of its ingredients, and we're going to be talking you through it with the founder, with the brand ambassador, and the befores and afters that we want to show you straight away are spectacular. Now get shopping straight away, 789409. Take a look at this photo taken 30 days apart. This is game-changing ingredients, a blend of salmon DNA and powerful key botanicals. We're going to talk about clinical results as well, aren't we?
We are. It's all about soothing. Perhaps you've got irritated skin, perhaps you've got redness, but actually perhaps it's that anti-aging that you want, and you're seeing all of this in these befores and afters. Perhaps you've got that dry skin, perhaps actually you've got that oily skin. The great thing with Cotrini is it really has been developed so it suits all and everybody. So whether you've got that sensitive skin or whether it is the lines and the wrinkles, you will not believe the quality of this beautiful, we call it a night cream. However, because it absolutely gives your face this flawless look, it's great to use under makeup in the daytime as well. You have an incredible deal, and that deal is at a huge saving, and whilst we have that price, it is only for the show. The reason the clock is on the screen, it's a show special. So sadly, after our +1 show, it will go back up to £200. £149.99 not only gives you very much a 3-month supply, and I can put my hand on my heart that it lasted me 3 months, and I was gutted when I ran out, but we've got a show, so I can be ordering with you as well. But you have got a little extra this time for, well, it's limited for the first purchasers of the actual night
if you want to
cream.
get a complimentary gift, now is the time to take advantage of our offer, because we're going to be offering you a brand new item to us here at Shop on TV. These are under eye patches from Cotrini, and we'll talk about the technology here and the difference that these can make. If you bought these at full price, these would be £21. You are going to get them as a complimentary gift with your cream. So 789409 is the item number, but we want to introduce you straight away to the brand ambassador and so much more. This lady is spectacular when it comes to skincare. She's got so much to tell us. Emma is with us, the brand ambassador, to tell us all about everything when it comes to Cotrini. So 789409 is your item number. Emma, it's lovely to see you again.
It's great to have you back. We've been waiting for you.
Oh, it's lovely to see you both.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your background, if you would.
Of course I will. So I'm a TV makeup artist. I work on lots of different productions all over the UK and abroad. And I've been doing that now for, gosh, 14 years.
Wow.
which I don't like to say out loud. But I've really taken time to learn about skin, to learn about what works, to know about different skin types and textures. And I think that's what led me to my partnership with Cotrini, because I am very fussy when it comes to skincare. I am very particular about what I use and what I recommend people use, because I myself have wasted a lot of money on skincare that doesn't do what it says on the tin. And so I was only going to work with a company that really delivered results, and that's when I found Cotrini, and we found each other, really. I've been on my Cotrini skin journey now for, gosh, 1.5 years, and everyone, it's like been a ripple effect in my life, because friends and my mum and my mum's friends and relatives have tried
sort of product, isn't it?
It's Hollywood's worst kept secret now. And as you said, you know, so many celebrities use it, and again, they just gatekeep the fact that they do. They don't want people to know this is the magic ingredient, because they want to keep it for themselves.
And you virtually feel, as soon as you apply it to your skin, I felt that difference to anything else I've tried in the past before you start to see, you know, the difference it makes to your skin. Tell us a little bit about the ingredients, because that is the true secret, isn't it? And the blend.
Absolutely. And salmon DNA, as mentioned, it is our superpower ingredient, because it is all about cell regeneration. It's about locking in hydration, and it's about promoting collagen production. Now, as we age, our cells start to slow down and they die off. So we lack that natural collagen production. And collagen is a protein, essentially, and it works like a scaffolding that sits under your skin, and it keeps it upright, keeps it plump.
It's virtually the glue that holds our body together, isn't it?
It really is. And without that collagen, that's where we see the sort of loss of elasticity. We see that sagginess, that crepiness. So locking in the hydration, adding in that cell regeneration technology to make sure our cells are working like they used to. That's what the salmon DNA does. But as we mentioned, we've got a botanical blend in there that also works wonders. And that's what I love about Cotrini, and that's why I fell in love with this brand, is that Camilo didn't look at the formula and go, salmon DNA, we're done. He looked at every different ingredient that could possibly come together to create what is, in my opinion, a magic potion.
It's the combination, isn't it?
And all the skin types. This is the incredible thing, because sometimes you're so confused with what should I get for my skin type. We're talking about all skin types, aren't we?
It's non-comedogenic, which means regardless of your skin type, if you're acne-prone, if you're super dry, if you've got normal skin, this is going to work for you. I do recommend, if you do have chronically dry skin, then you can use it morning and night. See how your skin feels. If you are an oilier person, then I would say to use it just in the evening, because you don't need to be using something quite as rich in the mornings, but it is for everyone.
And it's super hydrating alongside all those ingredients. Think about all those skin problems that you have. Well, Cotrini is designed to address so many of those problems. Now, our price is spectacular. Our usual price, to be honest, is a good price, because if you buy this at Cotrini right now, and that's the only other place in the UK that you can get it, so this is a real exclusive. If you go to Cotrini and you take a look at the price, it's £248 for the cream. A 90-day supply, remember, because you only use the smallest amount. And at Cotrini, you don't get that complimentary gift that we're giving you, but only for so many people.
Yeah, we are very limited on that. The micro dart eye patches are incredible. If you're like me, that's one of the areas I really did age, the areas that I always look so tired, and to find something that can make such a difference overnight, which is phenomenal. And we'll go into a little bit of detail about those.
Can you just give us a few words on these, because this is the first time we've had them on the show,
We're
Emma.
so excited about
and
these.
the technology that we've read about, amazing.
A word of advice to anyone watching: get your orders in to try these eye patches. I'm telling you now, there is nothing like them that I've tried. As a makeup artist, I use eye patches as part of my skin prep, and usually they're just like floppy bits of cloth that deliver a little bit of hydration just as a kind of prime makeup. This is about long-lasting results. It's about improving your skin health. It's about getting your skin to work better. They are truly phenomenal.
So all those key ingredients as well, and very cleverly designed that you apply them at night and they stay on all night long.
Absolutely. We've really looked at the technology of, number one, are they comfortable to wear all night? You want to feel like when you're doing something that's beauty related, that it's comfortable, that it's a nice experience. So that was sort of first and foremost on the list. And the way that the micro darts, you know, that they settle into the skin, the ingredients melt hour by hour as you wear them. It's slow release technology, meaning that your skin is fed through the night. And inside there, obviously, we've got our salmon DNA, which is phenomenal. We've got hyaluronic acid, but we've actually broken it down so that it's in salt form. And the reason we've done this is because it's a naturally sort of binding ingredient for hydration. So it's a really new and innovative way to get that hyaluronic acid in there. We've also got collagen and elastin. And the way, again, that we've sort of process these is so that the particles within, I'm getting a little bit scientific here, the particles within are smaller, meaning your skin can more readily receive them and absorb them.
They can work deeper into the skin.
Everything has been considered, everything has been created specifically for the eye area, because of course the eye area is sort of 5 times thinner than the rest of your face.
Different skin, isn't it, around the eye?
And that's where we tend to age first and foremost, as you were saying. You know, we've got fewer oil glands there, which means there's a lack of hydration from the off. It's where we notice the first signs of aging. That's why we need, you know, specialist care for this area, because it is so much more fragile. And that's why packing a punch of super ingredients into this area specifically and having that release overnight is just going to change the way you see yourself when you wake in the morning.
And we're so excited to have these available. And remember, you are getting a pair complimentary if you are going for that night cream. So 789409 is your item number. And please order early in the show because it is limited. Sadly, when the complimentary gift has gone, you will be getting the night cream on its own. But don't forget, you can as well, which I will definitely be ordering, you can buy a month's supply of the eye patches, and that is a great deal.
What a price we've got these for.
Fabulous.
Now, we have a very limited amount of stock with these. To get 4 pairs of these, so using them once a week, see the difference it'll make to you. You get 4 pairs for £50. 755,919. That's a massively reduced price. If you do want to go for those, go for them right now. We will talk more in detail about the results that you will get, about what they're going to address on your skin issues around the eye area.
Yeah, whether it is the sagginess, whether it's the lines and the wrinkles. It is an age, you know, an area I think we all age very early on, and there's nothing worse than someone saying, "Oh, you look tired," and you're not tired, and there's nothing, and it's the thing someone sees straight away. So if you can find something that makes a difference, oh my goodness, you will buy these, I think, time and time and time again. And working through the night, so waking up feeling brighter, feeling a little bit more youthful, getting that confidence back, which is what great skincare is all about. So really excited about those, but we are very, very limited on stock, and it is an introductory price as well.
You will find everything on the website. That's the easiest way to shop for everything. Remember, both of the Cotrini items coming with complimentary gifts for the first time. First time we've had the eye patches. So easiest way to shop always, shopontv.co.uk. You can go to the phones though, 03333 241 241, but go to the live on air section, scroll down and you'll see all the products we've got on the show. If you do want to multi-order, maybe you want to go for the night cream and the eye patches, you'll only pay 1 postage, remember, and then you can take advantage of PayPal paying 3 if you are paying online. We've got lots of befores and afters to show you, lots of people who Cotrini has made a massive difference
And we want you to try your own befores and afters.
Yes.
You get a 30-day money-back guarantee.
It's the only skincare we do with that.
Are never able to say that with skincare, and we can say this for the eye patches as well, a 30-day money-back guarantee. So in my mind, you can't go wrong. And I've used that incredible night cream, and if you're like me, you'll have never used anything so luxurious, I think, in your life, but you've got such a great saving. Make sure you pop it in your basket really quickly.
789 We'll be right back after this.
Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we are super excited. We have only ever had Cotrini with us once before. In December, you absolutely loved it. It's taken us this long to get stock back in. And the stock that we've got, we're actually the only people in the UK that have it, apart from Cotrini themselves.
And we have an exclusive deal for you with complimentary gifts. We're talking about luxury, top-end skincare with innovative ingredients, all based with salmon DNA, but then so many other ingredients in there. But it's about the results that skincare can get you. And that's why we want to show you some pictures straight away. Imagine being able to get these results that you see here in 30 days, that glow to the skin. This is anti-aging skincare. It's designed to help with fine lines, reduce redness, it's skin repair, enhancing elasticity to the skin, and super deep hydration. I mean, look at that one.
And the great thing is as well, it's very soothing. So perhaps you have very sensitive skin, perhaps it's redness that you really struggle with. Honestly, Cotrini really have got those key ingredients alongside the salmon DNA that works for and helps with all skin types and all skin problems. Can you imagine after 28 days looking in that mirror and thinking, at last I've found something that has given me some great results? It's beautifully packaged. It's a great gift idea as well, but I would definitely treat yourself first of all. I did exactly that when it came to air with us in December, and I'd never used a night cream like it. It's that cream that in the morning you still feel that it's working and you think, oh my word, I really do think I found something that's going to make that difference for me. Remember, the reason you've got a clock on the screen is this deal is purely for the show. It will sadly go back up in price at the end of the show. And we have a limited amount, but if you are one of the first to order, you will get complimentary microneedle eye patches. Now, these are brand new. We didn't have these last time we came to air, and you're going to pair complimentary with your night cream, and these were very exciting.
When we do these at full price, they work out at £21 a pair. However, we do have an offer on them that we'll talk about very shortly. They're really simple to apply. They go underneath the eye, obviously, and you wear them overnight. But the technology, here's Emma and Sheila just showing you how easy it is to apply these. When it comes to the technology here, though, we've also got the salmon DNA in the eye patches, haven't we?
Absolutely, really cleverly designed as well, so they can be worn comfortably all night long. So you apply these at night when the skin is most receptive, beauty sleep, so it's working whilst you sleep. And as your body sort of warms, it melts the darts and that turns them into a nourishing liquid. And that liquid slowly releases over the night. So hydrating, deep hydration, deep care throughout the whole of the night. It really is next level skincare technology, and we have those eye patches available as a complimentary gift if you're going with the night cream. But you see in the details now, we have a month's supply. If you use one of, a pair a week, you've got a month's supply. Should have been £84. We didn't know till today, reduced to 50. Now, we haven't got a great deal of stock, and I'll be honest, I've got my phone on set because I am not going to miss out on getting the stock that we've got. So I'm going to be ordering alongside you. If you're like me, for me, it's an area that I did start to age very, very young. And there's nothing worse than people saying, oh, you look tired. There's nothing worse than looking in the mirror and just seeing that the eyes are aging. From my early 20s, my eyes have always been that problemed area. And to find something that's going to work throughout the night to allow you to wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and get that confidence back.
So you will get 4
incredible.
packs of those, and as a complimentary gift, you'll also get a sample of the Cotrini cream. We've got so much to talk about. We're going to put the details back on the screen for Cotrini Night Cream. This is luxury, top-end skincare. Now, you saw Emma in that clip. Emma is the brand ambassador when it comes to Cotrini. Remember the show special price on your screen. You can buy Cotrini with us here at Shop on TV, but you can also buy it directly with Cotrini. That's the only other place.
I was going to say, that is the only place. In the UK, you can only get it from us here on Shop on TV and Cotrini themselves. If you go to Cotrini, if you miss out and you think, well, I know I can get it from Cotrini themselves, sadly, you've missed out on an incredible deal, because the normal price, £248.
It's nearly £100 more.
So great saving, complimentary gift as well, which of course you're not getting with Cotrini either. And of course you can split that cost. But don't forget, the biggest and most wonderful thing is, if you're thinking it's a considered purchase, I wonder if it's going to work for me, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's the confidence that we have in Cotrini and how it can help with all skin problems and actually work as well for all skin types. Yeah. So whether you've got very sensitive skin, whether you've got redness, irritation, or whether you are worried about that ageing, the lines and the wrinkles, if it's the sagginess, honestly, the key ingredients alongside the salmon DNA, it's all in there to help you get that skin you've been dreaming of.
Now, you need to meet Emma properly. You saw her in that little clip. We had a sneaky preview. We're so happy to have her back with us here in the studio. Emma joins us from Cotrini. Brand ambassador, Emma, but such a beauty background that you've got. Tell us a bit about your background before Cotrini.
Well, I've been in the beauty industry now since I was about 16. So, yeah, I've always just loved makeup, loved skincare. You know, worked in a department store as my first job and just fell in love with the industry. And I've been involved in pageants. I've been involved as a TV makeup artist. There's lots of ways in which beauty is a part of my life, I guess. But what really has brought me into skincare more so is because I am experiencing the first signs of ageing myself. I think dealing with lots of sort of more mature clients has led me on this path of discovery when it comes to ingredients and textures and what works for certain skin types. And I've really learned that there's a magic to skincare and that there's a magic to the science behind so many phenomenal brands. And so I've wasted a lot of money in my time on things that simply did not work, so I've become really stuck on research, and all I do is read about skincare and innovation. And when I got to know Camilo, who's the founder of Cotrini, and I tried the product, I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, do you know what? We did that first show, and then Hayley got some of the night cream. And Hayley uses lots of different brands, obviously, that we work with here, but lots of other brands as well.
I do have some favourites as well, but oh my goodness, I honestly hadn't tried anything like it. You really, you could fit as soon as you pop it onto your skin, and you don't need a great deal. We say you've got a 3-month supply. It lasted me 3 months because you use the smallest amount, but the
hydration, wasn't it, to the skin the next day?
It's so luxurious, and you can virtually feel that it's going to make a difference, but in that morning you really do feel and see the difference that it can make. And you know, all of a sudden you think, I think I've found something that really is going to make, you know, give me that skin that I've been dreaming of.
Yeah, and you know, so many moisturisers, you put them on, they deliver that instant hydration, and so immediately you think, oh, this has worked, this is great. But then within a few hours you feel that tightness, and you know, you get out of the shower sometimes and you feel that tightness in your face. I don't get that anymore because I use Cotrini. It's over time. The hydration is locking in. It's not an instant thing that I only experience when I apply it. And I love that Cotrini gives you that instant glass skin effect.
But it is, which is so popular.
Yes.
So on trend,
it gives you that glow, but it also helps sort of your skin health over time. It just naturally makes your skin better without having to apply it repeatedly.
And though it is a night cream, and I think a great night cream is so important because beauty, sleep, that's such an important time whilst you're sleeping to have a good night cream. I find, and I took your word for this, that it's amazing under makeup.
Yes.
Which is, I guess, why you use it as a makeup artist, to give you that great base before you apply your makeup.
Absolutely, and I always recommend, if you are going to use it as a makeup primer, to leave it set for about 10 minutes because it is quite thick. But the reason it works so well is that the blend of botanicals in there, it's so soothing, it's anti-inflammatory, it boosts circulation, which just gets the blood pumping, makes you look more awake and alive, and it's also got shea butter in there. And it's the combination of the allantoin and shea butter, which comes together to create that silky smooth texture. It's just phenomenal that we've got like the ideal texture, we've got the long-lasting benefits from the ingredients we've got in there, we've got the instant gratification when it comes to the instant difference on the face. I mean, when we did the before and afters on the first show with Sheila,
oh wow,
we were blown away.
It was just, I was like, see, it works, it's amazing.
We were so chuffed because we did a before of Sheila, not expecting to see an after really
an instant effect.
during during the show, because obviously you do feel and see that difference, I think, that next day, but it is over time that you really truly see the benefit. But we were watching Sheila, and the improvement in her skin over the show was incredible.
And we'll see that again tonight.
We did a before and after in the show, and it really blew us away.
Now, can we talk, Emma, quickly about salmon DNA? Because when we do mention that, it is a real buzzword in skincare. And I didn't realise until we did our first show, salmon DNA, it's got so many benefits, hasn't it?
Absolutely. And, you know, this was a trend that was kind of born in South Korea, who are, you know, ahead of the curve when it comes to innovation in skincare. Like, all of the best skincare brands now are coming out of South Korea, and there's a reason why. They're light years ahead of us when it comes to the research that they've put into ingredients and how things work. The reason why salmon DNA has become so popular is because of the way it locks in hydration, the way it helps boost collagen, and we've talked about how collagen is a protein in the skin that gives it that buoyancy. And as we start to age, our cells die off, they slow down, and the collagen production isn't what it used to be. We have less collagen in our skin. So what salmon DNA does is it helps reawaken those skin cells to get them working like they used to. We're essentially turning back time with salmon DNA. It's incredible to see the effects of Cotrini, because that is at the heart of it. But Camilo, the founder, looked at salmon DNA and went, well, what could I add in to support it? Yeah. And I think it's the blend more so than anything. That's what makes Cotrini very different to any other salmon DNA product I've personally tried. It's the way that blend comes together to create something so magical.
Let's take a look at the formula, actually, because when we talk about those ingredients, why it's such a game changer when it comes to your skincare. And there's some big words here, but it's all about what they do, isn't it?
Yes, so I'll skip the big words and I'll just give you the good stuff. So we've got ingredients in here that are going to soothe, calm redness, help with desensitized skin. I find lots of people who are chronically dry are worse in the winter time because you're out in the cold, you're then in the heating. It's not good for us. So slathering this on is really going to help soothe that, especially if, like, you're a runner or someone who works outside a lot.
Camilo had that problem, didn't he, when he moved to California, and it really upset his skin, didn't it, because of the temperature
It was those extreme temperatures, because he lived in the desert, didn't he? So in the daytime really hot, at the night time really cold. So with that extremity, like you're saying, you need something to really look after your skin, don't you?
And you know, what this formula also does is that it strengthens your skin's natural barrier. And so this, again, is all about locking in that moisture, but it's also about protecting your skin from outside. So free radicals, the environment you're in, UVA and UVB rays. You know, free radicals are something we hear about, but what are they really? They occur naturally in the body and they break down our cells. But we also take them in from our environment, whether that's weather, the sun, pollution, alcohol. All of these things cause free radicals in our body, and they break down our skin cells and get them to sort of die, basically. So by protecting that skin barrier, we're actually helping our defence against free radicals. And also in there we've got ginseng, which is anti-inflammatory, and it helps with circulation. If you've got your blood pumping well around your face, your blood is carrying the stem cells, the nutrients, the oxygen to keep our cells healthy. The mushroom extract then is an antioxidant, and that actually neutralises free radicals. So we're working to protect you from free radicals in the first place, and we're also trying to repair the damage that free radicals have already done to you. So it's working on so many levels because of all of these different botanicals, and that's why it's so good.
It's that incredible blend,
and you can try it.
An incredible blend, and you can try it because you have got a 30-day money-back guarantee if you manage to get it, because already over 10% of our stock for this morning has already sold out and gone. Remember, if you are one of the first to order, we have got a very limited amount of complimentary gift, which is our new eye patches, and they are, that on its own, paying full price, is worth £21. And that, for me, oh gosh, is something you don't want to miss out on. If it is that under eye area, I really do feel this is going to make such a difference, because the way they've developed these for you to wear throughout the night, for them to actually sort of slow release through the night, real key ingredients again that can help with that under eye area, whether that's puffiness, whether that's lines, whether that's the darkness. but it is limited.
Yeah,
so
stock
not
is disappearing
everybody
there.
is going to get that complimentary
Actually,
gift.
we should talk about these because they are available for sale. It's the first time we've had them. We've got a great deal on these. You get 4 sets of these. So we say 4 weeks. Absolutely flying. A quarter of the stock of this is already gone.
I have bought my phone. It's in the studio because this deal, we thought they were going to be £84, and then when we had our meeting today, and they said no, we're reducing them to. It's a special. It's an introductory offer. They're £50. That's for a month's supply. So you wear these, once a week. It's a one-use item, but that month's supply, oh my goodness, for £50 is incredible. Brilliant. And if you don't leave me,
and you get a complimentary gift.
Very, very upset. Yes, if you're buying the actual eye patches, you'll get the sachet of the night cream for you to try as well.
So a pack of 4 of these, Emma. Actually, we applied these earlier to Sheila, just to show you how easy it is, because it is. You wear them overnight, don't you?
Yes, you do. And they've been created so that you can wear them comfortably overnight, which I think is so important.
Yes.
I've bought so many masks that I've seen on like TikTok shop, or I've seen in Boots, or anyway, I'm always picking up sheet masks. I just really enjoy them, and I'll put them on and I'm like, I can't sleep with this on my face. I'm so uncomfortable. It's horrible. So that's the first thing. It's comfortable to wear all night. The micro darts then are what's packed with ingredients. So when you press them on, you gently press them into the skin, and that's how they sort of stick to you. And I was explaining to Sheila at the time, can you feel it's like a light prickling sensation?
Right.
And Sheila said she could feel it. And what that is that it's like tacking onto your skin.
Okay.
And then as the hours of the night go on and your body heat reacts with the ingredients, there's a slow release melt as it permeates the skin barrier there on the under eye. And what's so phenomenal about this is that it's slow release, but it's ingredients that are specifically chosen and put together to create this magic potion that's going to change the way you see yourself.
Because the under eye area is a different area.
Oh.
The skin is so different to the rest of your face.
Much more delicate.
And when I talk about Cotrini, so many people are surprised when I say you can use the night cream on the eye area, because it is such, a fragile, thin area of skin. That's why there are specialised products for the eye area, because you don't want to be applying very heavy creams to that area, because that can actually cause dark circles if you're putting too much sort of thick product that isn't created for that area there. So everyone's always like, oh, I can put Cotrini right up to the eye area. It's 2 products in one. You don't even really need a serum with it. I always say it's a one product and you're done. Wash your face, put it on.
And we've just popped the ingredients for the eye patches on the screen for everyone.
Yeah.
These are absolutely flying out of the door. If you want to get these, please be really quick. Disappearing. 755919. Remember, you can use PayPal 1832 on your first of 3 payments, but spectacular ingredients alongside the salmon DNA.
Yes, so you got your salmon DNA, which is our hero ingredient, which is delivering that hydration and helping the cells regenerate. We've got hydrolyzed collagen and hydrolyzed elastin. So this has been broken down sort of in the formula so that you can absorb it better. Camilo thinks of everything. He's like, how are they going to get all of the collagen out? We're going to break down the molecule inside. Then we've got sodium hyaluronate, which I've been practicing saying hyaluronate
Well done.
all day.
Impressive.
Giving myself away. This is a salt version of hyaluronic acid.
Oh, gosh.
And it's a natural binding ingredient for hydration.
Right.
So that's going to deliver lots of hydration. Then we've got niacinamide, very big at the minute in the skincare world. That is for brightness and evening skin tone. Lots of people suffer with pigmentation in the under eye area.
Yes.
And because the skin is thinner, we suffer with, it's more transparent then. So you see blood vessels, you see the fat pads sort of under the eye. So niacinamide is going to help brighten and give you that bright-eyed, bushy-tailed look. And then peptides. Again, I'm seeing a massive trend. Peptides are everywhere at the minute. What are peptides? They're essentially amino acids, and I like to think of them as messengers that go into your skin and tell your cells to wake up, do some work, make some collagen.
Get to work.
Right.
That's essentially what they do. So everything, like I said, is chosen for a reason, and it's going to be slow release on the eye area. You're waking up to a whole new face. I swear, it's incredible.
Working through the night, which I just absolutely love. So it's not even about finding a bit of me time for you whilst you're sleeping. This is working. Waking up in the morning, taking those eye patches off and thinking, oh my goodness, I found something that's going to make a difference. The details on your screen are for the month's supply. Stock-wise, I think I just heard a third of the entire stock has already sold out and gone. Remember, you will get a complimentary cream as well alongside. So if you're going for the eye patches, you get a complimentary cream so you can try the night cream. As if you're going for the night cream, you will get a complimentary set of the eye patches. But they are very, very limited on stock. So busy on absolutely everything. Check everything out on the website. But the biggest thing is, whilst you're shopping, perhaps you're thinking, should I? I wonder if it is going to work for me. I have got redness. They said it's great. I've got sensitive skin. I have got those lines and wrinkles, that sagginess to the skin. I wonder if it's going to work for me. You have got a 30-day money-back guarantee, and there is no other skincare item that we can sit down here and have the confidence to say to you that, you know, Cotrini, they give you a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yeah,
I love the packaging.
The packaging's gorgeous. It comes in a beautiful box as well. It really is spectacular.
I couldn't throw mine away. I used it all, and honestly, I was like, really, is there 3 months supply there? And honestly, for me, there was 3 months supply, because even because of the little spatula, so you don't overuse it, you know exactly what you should be using. But because it's such a beautiful container, I honestly couldn't. It's been sat by my bed waiting for you to come back so I can buy another one. It's stunning, and that's going to be great. And it is for all skin types.
All genders.
Absolutely all genders. And whatever skin issue you've got, please try this, because I think Cotrini have just got it so right.
And you can only get it with us here at Shop on TV or directly with Cotrini. If you buy it from Cotrini, it's £248 and no complimentary gift. So get shopping right now. 789409 is your item number. It's luxury skincare. It's Cotrini.
It is stunning, and honestly, I wish we could sit here and tell you about the celebrities, some of the most beautiful women in the world that use Cotrini. But honestly, you are going to be, I think, the most beautiful person in the world. You're going to feel fabulous. And that's why I think great skincare is so important. Do please, it's a lovely gift, but treat yourself and look in that mirror. That first morning, I think you'll understand why we are so excited to have this brand with us, and then understand when we show you the befores and afters just how those results can come so quickly as well, and clinically proven as well, Emma. And this is what it's all about, and clinically proven for all skin types. So whether it's anti-aging, there's some great results.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the fact that it's clinically proven really does back up the science. It's how Cam has created these formulas. It's, you know, people's genuine reactions and joyful reactions. Like, I've never seen my skin look this good, you know? And I think ageing is inevitable, but, you know, ageing well is a choice, and Cotrini is something that really is going to make you feel that little bit more confident in yourself. I know my mum now is a firm Cotrini user, and she's 68. She'll probably be very annoyed that I've just told the nation, but she looks phenomenal, and everyone always asks, you know, I can't believe your mother's 68, what does she do? And I'm like, it's Cotrini, you know. Great. She's really seen that difference in her skin since using it. She's been using it now for a year. And you know, the ripple effect with her friends, you know, whenever they call to the house, they're like, are there any sachets here from Emma? Everyone is obsessed with Cotrini. And those sachets as well, they will last you 3 to 4 nights, depending on how clever you are with your application. So, you know, when you are having that free sample, you are getting 4 nights with, so you are going to really get to see that builder.
When we see you apply, you really will see that you don't need to use, honestly, a great deal. If you're going for the night cream, you have got you've got a 3-month supply there. It comes with a little spatula, so it really allows you not to apply too much, really, because that spatula is all you'll need for the whole face and the neck area as well. Remember, if you are going for this deal, for the stock we've got, we can't promise this for everybody. So if you have got anything in a basket, to check your basket through, because 20% of the entire stock that comes alongside the complimentary eye patches has already sold out and gone, and you will get a pair of eye patches so you can trial those, but don't forget you can buy a month's supply of those on our website as well. But it is all about those befores and afters. It's all about those results, and the beautiful thing is it's all about all skin types, all genders, all skin issues.
The difference it makes to your skin. It's game-changing ingredients, remember. The base is salmon DNA, but look at the glow to the skin. Emma was talking about that glass-like effect, which is so on trend at the minute, isn't it?
It really is, and you have got the opportunity, of course, to try with that 30-day money-back guarantee, see those results for yourself. And when you look at the befores and afters, you see the anti-aging results, the difference that it can make to the lines and the wrinkles, but then you also see the redness, the darkness, how it evens that skin tone, the hydration to the skin. Now, if you've got oily skin, Cotrini is right for you. If you've got super, dehydrated skin, dry skin, Cotrini is right for you. And if you have got, perhaps you've got that skin that actually, you've got all of those issues. And the lovely thing is, because of those really incredible ingredients, that incredible mix, Cotrini really has developed a night cream that I think can work for absolutely everybody. And you've got 30 days with the 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's brilliant.
You can try it for yourself. Honestly, it is, for me, the most luxurious skincare I've ever used. And I felt the difference as soon as I applied it, but it was that next morning where you really think, oh my word, I never want to run out of this.
A massively reduced price. If you go to Cotrini, which is the only other place you can get it right now, it's £248 for the same item that we've got.
And of course, at the end of our show, ours goes back up to £200.
It does, yeah.
So you've got a saving for the show, and £100 saving virtually.
And no complimentary gift at Cotrini. Remember, here you're going to get a set of those eye patches worth £21 when they're full price. They're going to be included with your Cotrini Night Cream. And a spectacular packaging. Best packaging I've ever seen. But when we talk about application, it's the smallest amount, isn't it?
It is, and this is a little spatula on the top, and Emma's going to show you exactly how you use Cotrini, how you apply it.
Cool.
It's everything about it is just phenomenal. And Emma, we're going to watch you apply, if you would. We've got the gorgeous Sheila with us this morning as well. It's a real joy to do this show. Two beauties over there. If you could you talk us through the amount we use? Because I was blown away that I got 3 months out of this jar. It seems to be never ending.
Yes, absolutely. And you don't want to waste it. That's my point. I'm always telling people, don't overuse, because it's going to deliver the results if you use the amount I tell you to use. There's no need to waste it. And you were mentioning the packaging there. Did you know that the packaging is actually a nod to the nighttime ritual? It's the sun setting over the horizon, which is absolutely gorgeous. The spatula then, so clever, it's magnetic so you don't lose it, and it's going to help you get the right amount out. So the scoop, you can see the sort of the little hole in that scoop. That's for you to scoop a pea-sized amount out like that. This is all you need, and actually I've probably got a little bit too much on my spatula there. You don't need that much. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop this onto Sheila's face, but I'm not going to put it on my fingers, rub and then apply. I'm going to dot it on the key areas. That's how you ensure really that you're not rubbing it all into one area and wasting it. So I'm going to apply that to the neck there. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to rub, I'm going to pat and blend. The reason I do this is because it helps boost circulation. We've talked already about the importance of circulation in carrying blood around the face. To get the blood pumping means to carry stem cells, nutrients and oxygen to your skin cells, to reawaken them and get them in a good state of health. So I'm going to use it right up to the eye area. Now, if you were using your eye patches, you would avoid the eye area. You want to keep this area dry if you're using your eye patches. But if you aren't, then you're going to put it right up to the eye area. I'm just going to press and blend it outwards like this. And the same there.
Sheila's living the dream.
I certainly am.
What a great night out for Sheila it is.
And then we're going to go upwards on the neck with this, okay? And what I like to do is when I come to the bottom of the chin, I pull outwards and back down the sides. Okay. This is just a very soft lymphatic drainage massage. We've got antioxidants in this, and the antioxidant is going to help rid you of toxins. So just to help that process, I'm going to drain.
And I've never done that before, but
fluid.
that is a fabulous way to apply.
Yeah, gua sha it's in Chinese medicine, and you'd use like a rose quartz. It's kind of like a spatula, but with a handle.
Yeah, we've had
and you'd use that, but you can do it with your fingers. You don't have to go out and buy an extra product. And then just making sure that every area is fully patted in. So if you were going to bed now, that would be it. You wouldn't need anything else. If you were going to apply makeup on top, I would leave it 10 to 15 minutes. Check, am I tacky or does it feel like it's all settled in? That's when you know you can apply your makeup on top.
And already you can see sort of that glass-like skin that we were talking about. That's one application, and already you see that difference, don't you, on Sheila's skin?
Yeah, it's so hydrating, and I always tell people, anyone who tells me that they've started using retinol, which is an acid which is great for anti-aging, I say, are you using Cotrini though? Because retinol, when you start using it, it's a really difficult process while your skin becomes quite desensitized and dry. Using Cotrini with it gets rid of that very awkward phase where you look like you've had a skin peel, essentially.
Like the perfect marriage.
It's so, yes, exactly that. It's so soothing, it's so comforting, every ingredient coming together to really keep your skin feeling loved.
And great for sensitive skin. I know there's a lot of people that do worry about applying creams when they've got a sensitised skin, or perhaps they're struggling with acne and things.
Yes, well, it's non-comedogenic, which means it doesn't irritate the skin. If anything, it's just going to give your skin that love it needs if it's going through something. And like you said, 30-day money-back guarantee.
The fact you can try it is amazing.
We're putting our money where our mouth is, you know. We really believe that when someone tries this once, they see the power, they see the difference, and they're like, I need more, you know.
That's a great point, the difference to other skincare. It is a considered purchase when it comes to skincare, but honestly, once you've tried it, the difference you feel on your skin, Hayley was exactly the same.
When I saw Sheila's results in the show, I thought I have got to try this, and I always like to try the products that we have to air, so I can actually give you my experience. But oh my word, it's crazy. I wasn't expecting it just to feel so good. As soon as you apply to the skin, you'll think, oh, I know exactly what Hayley was talking about. You feel it is ultra luxurious, and you do instantly see that difference, that dewiness, and you will go to bed thinking, I wonder what it's going to be like in the morning, and you'll wake up and it's like it's still working in the morning. Hydrating that skin. But if you are suffering with redness, if you are suffering with dryness, if you've got oily skin, this is, and it's been developed, so it has all those, alongside the salmon DNA, it's got all those key ingredients that really are, and I really do believe this, but you have got your 30-day money-back guarantee. It is for all skin types, and I think it's really difficult to find something that works for everybody and works for your skin as you age. My skin has changed so much
as you age,
as I'm aging, and even through the time of the year, my skin is so different. And I know that this is going to be so beneficial all year round.
It doesn't matter what age you are, what gender you are, Cotrini is designed for every skin type. And we've got an exclusive deal because the price is massively reduced compared to the only other place you can buy it, which is Cotrini directly. And we're giving you a complimentary gift. Remember, the eye patches are available, but only in a limited amount. So it'll only be the first few people who order, and so many of you are ordering right now. If you've got it in a basket, confirm your order and check your basket out, because with the complimentary gift, 50% of the stock that comes with the complimentary gift.
Didn't we say 20 not long ago? And it's doubled and more. So 50%, half that stock already sold out and gone. Sadly, when the complimentary gift has gone, we still have stock of the night cream, but grab it now. If you're thinking about it, use that 30-day money-back guarantee, get it home and try and test for yourself. Do your own before and after. Apply it to your skin and feel the way I did when I used it for the very first time. Gutted when it ran out. But honestly, when you look at that jar, and it is beautifully packaged, when we say there is a 3-month supply, and I know that I could be really heavy-handed with creams and things, but because it's got the little spatula, I got a 3-month supply out of that jar, and then I just couldn't wait till we got another show so I could get this great deal alongside you. I will be ordering alongside you, so make sure you leave me some of those eye patches.
When you go to the website, you'll see that the eye patches are available on their own as well. We just flashed the details on the screen for you briefly. shopontv.co.uk. You've got a great deal on these, but the stock here absolutely disappearing. If you want to get hold of those eye patches, go to the live show, scroll down, and when you do scroll down, you will see all the products that we have available for you. If you do want to multi-order, you can. You'll pay just one postage. Lots of you going for the cream and the eye patch collection that we've got for you. And remember, you can use PayPal Pay in 3 and spread the cost interest-free.
Remember, you've got a complimentary gift with both. If you're going for the night cream, at the minute you have got the eye patches, but they are only 50% of that stock is available now. If you're going for the month's supply of eye patches, you will get a sachet of the Cotrini Night Cream, and that will give you, I would say, at least 3 days supply, because you do use the smallest amount. You will be amazed how far that small amount goes. The packaging is stunning. It's a beautiful gift idea, but I would say definitely treat yourself before you treat anybody else. Tell them about it, treat yourself and see the difference. With that 30-day money-back guarantee, you can see that difference for yourself as well. And split the cost, of course, with PayPal on our website.
Yeah, it comes down to £51.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you do want to use PayPal Pay in 3. 789409. We've talked about the befores and afters. Lots of clinical trials, though, Emma. We're going to take a look at some more numbers for you. When it comes to anti-ageing, let's take a look at the trial and the results here, because we're talking about dramatic hydration boost by using this cream, aren't we?
Absolutely. And, you know, I love to tell people about these percentages, because it really does show, you know, we're not just blowing our own trumpet, others are blowing the trumpet for us.
Yes,
you know?
I like that.
Once they've tried Cotrini, everyone wants to blow the trumpet, because, you know, the hydration boost, 52%, wrinkle reduction, 44%, enhanced elasticity, 22%. And, you know, you mentioned taking your own before and afters. I always recommend that whenever you start using any new skincare or hair product, because it's really difficult when you look in the mirror every day to see that change. And I would always say, before you try anything new, take a photo of your hair or your skin, or whether it's a body product you're using, and try and track it, because it's much easier to see the difference when you've got that proof, you know, there in front of you on your phone. But yeah, the clinical trials speak for themselves. That, you know, the science works, and I wouldn't be sat here telling you all about it if I didn't truly believe in this product. And I haven't seen people, you know, I apply it to people when they're sat in my makeup chair and they go, what did you just put on me there? And they start touching their face, and I'm like, okay, stop, because your face was nice and clean, and now you've touched it. But yeah, people are just always wanting to try it, they wanting to feel it, the texture people are taken by, and then when I explain, it's not just the texture, it's more than that.
And they see that dewiness straight away, that glass-like skin. And when you see the perception studies, these results, what people are very much looking into the mirror themselves and seeing, these are huge results. I mean, virtually everybody seeing these results. Yeah,
and they, you know, you're meant to give your jar back at the end of a trial, and they were all asking if they could keep them because they loved it so much. You know, it's incredible. And what I love about Cotrini and the night cream specifically is the way I use it for so many different things now. It's like anything goes wrong, I'm like, put some Cotrini on it. Yeah. It's, you know, I myself suffer with, it's like a square of dry skin just here, and I've bought so many scalp detoxing shampoos, all these different things. I've bought these head massager things, nothing works, it always comes back. When I wash my hair now, I just rub Cotrini into my scalp here, and you can tell it's bizarre because it's so hydrating and rich, but it doesn't make my hair greasy in that area, and it just completely gets rid of it. It's like scales, honestly, here. I put Cotrini on, and then until I wash my hair again, it's fine, one application. And that's just one of the many ways I use it.
Yeah, because when we say about skin types, the great thing is we are talking all skin types, aren't we? Yeah. So whether you suffer with redness, whether you've got very dry skin, whether you've got oily skin, whether you're acne prone,
Yeah.
Cotrini, it's that right cream for all those issues.
It is, honestly, it's love in a pot. I say it all the time. It's as if it hits your skin and it goes, what do you need? Okay, I'm gonna bring in the ginseng. I'm gonna bring in the mushroom. I'm gonna bring in this, and we're gonna work
and you
work
virtually
with
feel
you.
your skin drinking it, can't you? You're like, oh my goodness, I can virtually feel it going to work.
Yeah, it's an incredible formula. It really packs a punch, and I'm really proud to be a part of it, because when I give people samples and I say try it, and I try it on people and they're so blown away, I'm quietly smug, even though I had nothing to do with the formulation. Nothing to do with me.
But with your background, you must have tried so many different products over the years. I know I have, but beauty has been a massive part of your life. And now you're a huge makeup artist as well, so dealing with lots of different skin types. You must have tried so many things that haven't worked.
So many, and you know, every sort of 6 months or so, I go through all of my sort of trove of makeup and skincare, because things go off, you know, the sell-by dates, and I'll notice there's things that I've bought and I look at them and I think I've barely touched this, and I'm still carrying it around in my kit. I'm like a pack mule going into work. It's terrible how much stuff I have to carry with me at all times, and I get rid of stuff, and I still do it to this day. I'll see something I'm taken in by the marketing and I go, oh, I'll just buy that sort of last minute, you know, while I'm by the till or something. And I still fall into the trap, and it's, you know, research is everything when it comes to choosing skincare for yourself, and that's why I really do go in on the science behind this, because I want you to understand that there's proof. You know, I'm not just saying, oh, it's wonderful, oh, it'll work for you. I'm saying this is how it's going to work for you. This is why it's going to work for you.
It's those trials that we just looked at. It's the befores and afters as well, because when you see people's individual results and the difference it makes to people. But remember, it's salmon DNA at the core of this, but so many other ingredients designed to address so many different problems. But if you want to get it with that complimentary gift, now is the time. You have got to confirm your order and checkout. Remember, the eye patches normally at full price £21 a pack. You're getting that as a complimentary gift, but only for a limited amount of stock. They are disappearing. So 789409 is your item number. If you've got it in a basket, do check your basket out. Let's take a look at some of those befores and afters. And we can see so many different problems that have been addressed by using Cotrini.
And I love, again, all ages, all skin types. And like you say, we're seeing such a difference in that before and after, aren't we? With so many different issues.
Yeah, and you know, I think across the board, regardless of age, the first thing people notice is the luminosity, that lit from within glow, that glass skin effect.
We saw that on Sheila, didn't we?
Absolutely.
Live, instantly.
And not even, you know, you get that instant gratification with Cotrini, but you wake in the morning and you can still see it. My brother has recently started using Cotrini because I gave him some. He ran out of sachets and then he was texting me, Em, is there any more of that Cotrini? A man who's never used skincare in his life, who's, you know, 42 now, but he could even, you know, understand and notice the massive difference it had done for his skin. So it's just, like I said, there's a ripple effect here of people trying it, and it's Hollywood's worst kept secret at this point.
I love that.
Now, when it comes to the founder, Camilo, tell us a little bit about Camilo's background and how he came to bring us Cotrini.
Well, you know, Camilo is a very, very glamorous man, and he does take pride in his appearance. He always has. He actually comes from a dental background.
Yes,
that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, and so many dentists actually now are into aesthetics.
That's so true.
There's a kind of bridge, isn't there? Because understanding the muscles of the face and how all of that works, you know, when you're in the dental world, does lean into skin and the muscles that, you know, start to droop as we age when it comes to skincare. And Camilo actually moved to Palm Springs and realised that he was suffering with chronically dry skin, really struggling, and every product he bought, no matter how much he spent, it didn't make a difference. And he said, okay, well, I'm going to make my own. That's what I'm going to do. So it was simply to create something that would soothe his sort of desensitized dry skin. And he started to use it, realised it was fantastic, friends started to use it, realised it was fantastic, and he thought, I actually think I've got something here.
Great.
And it just grew arms and legs, and it ran to the UK, and now, you know, 5 years down the line, here we are. And it's crazy, you know, we talked a little bit about the celebrities that are using it, and I so wish I could tell you the names, but I'm not allowed. And these are, you know, British celebrities as well as Hollywood celebrities. Yeah. These are people who spend a lot more than this price on keeping young and looking good.
Some of the most beautiful people.
Very much so, yes. Very famous, very beautiful. But these are people who spend hundreds of thousands on the way they look, and they're using Cotrini. So, you know, when you think of it on that scale, you realise, okay, this isn't going to break the bank. It is a considered purchase, but does it work? Is it used by big names? Is it, you know, growing traction across the world? Does it have clinical, you know, trials that will prove this? It does.
It's also this level of skincare. When you go into those beauty departments in department stores and you go to this level of skincare, this is really affordable compared to what you can pay for certain creams, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, again, naming no names, but I could compare some very expensive moisturisers with some very cheap moisturisers with just one ingredient difference, and people are spending £400 on one and £4 on the other.
Oh my
you know, a lot of it is marketing, a lot of it is sort of brands that we've grown up with as heritage to so many brands, and you pay a price for that, you know. Whereas with Cotrini, you're paying for what's in that pot. You're paying for, you know, the formula itself.
It's all about what's inside, isn't it? Although you've got the most beautiful packaging
well, we
that I think I've ever seen.
We have to make it pretty.
It is stunning. Whether that's going to be in the bathroom, whether that's going to be on your dressing table. Yeah. This is all genders, this is all skin types. It's beautifully boxed if it's a gift, but actually it's beautifully boxed for yourself. Yeah. And you will feel, I think, that beautiful, because you'll be amazed when you apply it for the first time, the difference that you see instantly. But again, as always, it's the long-term benefits of all those key ingredients alongside the salmon DNA. But stock-wise, you are going to have to check your baskets out, because the stock on our deal that comes alongside the eye patches, because if you are going for the night cream, and remember this is only the second time to air, we had this to air in December and we've been waiting to get it back. It does give you a 3-month supply, so it's just about the right time if you bought it before, but you have got an extra special, because alongside your night cream, that 3-month supply, you are getting the opportunity to try the brand new eye patches, which are incredible. These
are included as a complimentary gift with the night cream. If you bought these individually at full price, it'd be £21. You're getting that as a complimentary gift. Remember, you can try the cream as well. A 30-day money-back guarantee comes alongside this. That in itself is brilliant. That's the confidence.
You've got nothing to lose, have you? But possibly so much to gain. And that could be your confidence. That could be you looking in the mirror, feeling more youthful, getting that gorgeous sort of glass look to the skin, that dewiness to the skin that you haven't seen for years. Whether it's anti-aging, whether it's redness you suffer with, whether it's acne, whether it's dry skin, whether it's oily skin, this has been developed so it can help all of those issues. And remember as well, delicate enough to be used right up to the eye too, instead of it's the only cream I use where I don't use an actual serum, and I don't use an eye cream. No. I just use Cotrini.
On its own. So, complimentary gift of the eye dart patches, but we also do have these available on their own.
Don't tell them about that, because I want these.
No, I don't think you've got a chance.
I'm just going to buy them all.
No. We'll get Emma to give us a quick talk through on these, because we've got over 2/3 of the stock here already gone.
It's a month's supply. We thought they were going to be £84, which was a great price. But actually, look at your price on the screen. You've got an introductory price. But actually, they're not going to last, are they? And I am going to miss out. Unless I get my floor manager to bring me my phone, I am going to miss out on buying these. Emma, if you would. I think for so many of us, and I know for me, I aged under my eyes from my early 20s, and it's very much, my dad had the same eyes. I think sometimes it can be hereditary, or it's such a horrible thing when you look tired and you're not tired, or you look older and you're not. It's just that skin under the... It's a difficult area, isn't it, to do anything with?
It is. So many people sit in my makeup chair and, you know, the bright lights are on them and they go, oh gosh, I look tired. And I think, well, no, actually, so many humans just look that way. Yeah. You know, we've been made to feel like having any darkness under the eye is incorrect. Well, we're not 12 anymore, and we all have jobs, and we probably don't sleep as well as we used to, you know.
Yeah.
But there are ways to help and improve that. And the skin around the eye is 5 times thinner than the rest of the face. It's more fragile, so it's more prone to aging.
Okay.
You've got fewer oil glands in that area, so already it's naturally drier than the rest of your face because it's thinner. It's more we can see the blood vessels underneath, so it, you know, just that gives the tired look. And it's the first place then to go crepey and for us to notice those fine lines of wrinkles. It's like the first signs of aging are in this area. But that's why these microdart eye patches are so phenomenal, because you're delivering super powerful ingredients right to that area.
And how do they work? Because when you first put them on, you have got sort of a tingling sensation, haven't you?
Yes, because you are pressing those microdarts into the skin. So that's what's going to sort of hook onto your skin so that they're comfortable and they stay on overnight. I've worn overnight eye patches by other brands before that are just, you know, flimsy bits of cloth, and I wake up in the morning and they're just in the bed.
You're sleeping with them on, you're trying to find them.
And I have a stain on the pillow where the serum has all come off, and I think, well, has my pillow had the benefit or have I, you know? And, you know, some of them are very expensive, so I love that these fit and sit all night. What else is great about these is the blend. We've got the salmon DNA in there, which is, you know, helps your skin naturally boost collagen and elastin. You need that collagen protein under the eye area to give you that structure, to help with buoyancy, to fill it out. We've also got niacinamide, which is massively, you know, a big ingredient at the minute in skincare because it helps with brightness and even skin tone. So lots of people actually suffer with pigmentation under their eyes, especially if you're more olive toned. Well, niacinamide is going to help clear that, really brighten the area. We've also got hyaluronate. Such a hard word, guys. Hyaluronate, which is the salt version of hyaluronic acid.
I'd never heard of this before.
Neither had I. So when I was, you know, when this was formulated and I was looking into it, I was just always asking so many questions because I like to understand exactly how everything works. But it's a natural binding ingredient for hydration, so it locks that into that eye area, and it's just honestly the best thing you will use on your under eye, in my opinion. It's also got peptides in it, and we've chosen a very specific blend of peptides to work at their very best. And peptides are basically amino acids, and I like to think of them as messengers. So they're applied to the skin, they go in, and then they alert the cells in that area to wake up, to work and to repair. So they just kind of reawaken the area. And this is all being pushed directly into that problem area here. It's going to help with crepiness. It's going to help with darkness. It's going to help with lack of elasticity. It's really going to help with that area massively. And I would say, you know, if you've used the night cream already and you love it, you need to try the eye patches.
Definitely.
Vice versa. But as you said, to get them both in a set today is insane.
Well, that is the great thing. If you're going for the deal you're seeing on your screen right now, you are getting a month's supply of the eye patches because you'll use them once a week. But then you'll also get a complimentary gift alongside them, which is a sachet of the night cream. And you were saying you could get a good 3 days out of this, 3 nights.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, I've been giving those samples to my brother because I've got so many. And I watched him apply, and I was, stop, wasteful. So, and he was looking at me like I was insane. But you only need a pea-sized amount. Yeah. So, you know, what I would do then is I would fold the top over and put like a peg on it or something just to keep it closed. Yeah. But yeah, 3 nights, probably 4 if you behaved, you know, with the way you use it. But, you know, that's going to give you a really nice kind of trial of that night cream. It's truly sensational.
Now, stock-wise, we should warn you, we are, I think, about 2/3 of the... where are we now? No, of the actual patches. Oh my word! I know they are absolutely flying. So 755-919 is your item number, and that is your microdarts eye cream, and there is a quarter of the stock left. I knew a lot had gone. They can't keep up in the gallery. There's so much stock disappearing very, very quickly. Please leave me a set of these because I desperately want to get these home.
You can have them next time. If there is an extra.
Lots of us, we struggle with that under eye area and getting eye patches that work for you. And again, it's all those key ingredients that have been developed to make sure that it is the right ingredients to work on that under eye area whatever under eye issues that you have.
So that's salmon DNA. Let's take a look, actually. I think we've got some testimonials of what people had to say about these fantastic eye patches. As a mum, I constantly on the go. I rarely get enough sleep. These patches help me look rejuvenated and well rested. That's Amanda. Then Catherine said they feel refreshing on the skin. They've visibly reduced my under eye puffiness and wrinkles. And then Janet said they stay put all night. That's what you want, isn't it? Due to the micro dart technology. And they've noticeably improved my fine lines. What you said, Emma, about that sensation when you do put them on, a bit like microneedling, is that right?
Yes.
It's like a little tingle.
And that is genuinely the micro dart sealing onto the top layer of skin. So many just sit on the top layer, so you're getting a bit of hydration in the area, but you're not getting anything that's sort of deeply sort of penetrating that area. And that's why these work so well. That's why people love them so much. That micro dart technology is latching onto this area and then melting in. It's incredible that the price that you're getting these for today is insane to me, because they are so innovative. The technology is outstanding. The ingredients are incredible. There aren't any other eye patches that I've tried personally, and I've tried a lot, that do what these do.
Now, we've changed the details back on the screen to the main bundle. Remember, you are getting one of those sets of the micro dart eye patches underneath there. So that will be included with your night cream as a complimentary gift. That is brilliant in itself. So 789409 is your item number for the night cream. Everything available on the website, shopontv.co.uk. Lots of you ordering on the phones as well. 03333 241 241 is the phone number. When you scroll down there, you can see all the items that we've got available. And if you do multi-order on the show, you'll only pay one postage, won't you?
You will, so please order quickly. Remember, we are limited. We're limited on the complimentary gift of the eye patches that's going with your night cream. If you're going for the month's supply of the eye patches, remember you get the complimentary night cream alongside that. And it's so nice to have something that you don't actually have to have that me time. Some of us are so time poor, and though you want to look after your skin and you do want to, if I could just lay down for 5 minutes, you know, with some eye patches on, but you don't have a life where that happens. You apply these whilst you're sleeping.
Overnight, yeah.
They're working whilst you're sleeping, and that is your beauty sleep. I don't think we appreciate how sleep is so important. It was a celebrity I was watching today on Instagram, and she was saying exactly that. They were saying to her, what is your skincare routine? And one of the biggest things she said is actually my sleep. So whilst you're sleeping, this skincare is working for you, and I think that is incredible.
Whether that's the night cream, whether it's the eye patches. Now, remember, the night cream, only available in the UK at Cotrini and with us here at Shop on TV. At Cotrini, it's £248, no complimentary gift. So it's almost £100 more and you get less.
And don't forget as well, if you're thinking, I wonder, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're looking at the BNAs, if you're the befores and afters, if you're looking at the clinical studies, and you think, I wonder if you're thinking, well, I do suffer with redness. It's the lines and the wrinkles. It's the sagginess to my skin. It's I do suffer with that. Is it going to acne? Is it going to be right for me?
Those issues,
you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. It has been developed so it works for all skin types, all genders. No smell to this, so it's not something with a really high fragrance. And honestly, I'd never personally, and I treated myself to this when I saw Sheila's results live in the studio. I thought, I've got to try this. I'd never used such a luxurious cream on my face. And honestly, the jar gave me a 3-month supply, and I was devastated when I ran out. Luckily, it wasn't that long ago because I bought it in December, so I'm ready to order alongside you. And the packaging is so stunning.
Beautiful.
I've actually got the box and the jar. I can't throw them away because it's just such a beautiful packaged, luxurious cream that if it is a gift, how fabulous, but actually just treat yourself. It's your time to treat you and to look into the mirror and feel good about yourself. And I think that's what a good luxurious skincare can do for you. It's all about confidence.
And now's the time to get it. It is a show special. The price is reduced for the show. It will go up after the +1 shows. If you are watching on +1, just check the stock levels, see if we've got any stock remaining, because it's absolutely flying at this price with a complimentary gift.
I think we've got more people ordering than we've already sold, so it is going to be as long as the stock is there. Remember, we haven't had this back in stock since December, so please, this is the first or the second live show that we've done. Please order and check out and use that 30-day money-back guarantee. It's quite exciting when you find something that actually is going to work, you know, could work for you. And for me, oh my word, blown away. And I think you will be exactly the same. The packaging is absolutely stunning, but it is all about what's inside that jar. Salmon DNA, and perhaps you've been reading about that. That is a key word at the moment. And I wish we could sit here and tell you about the celebrities and some of the most beautiful women, though it is for all genders, that use Cotrini. We're so excited to have Cotrini with us. And actually, it's the only place you can buy Cotrini in the UK, apart from Cotrini themselves.
And if you go to Cotrini directly, like I say, it's almost £100 more for exactly the same item. So £248 is what you will pay at Cotrini. With us, £149.99, and we give you that complimentary gift, remember, and you can try it. I think that's the most important thing of all. We need to go through again the ingredients, because I think salmon DNA is something, if people know about beauty, Emma, if they're into their skincare, it's massively on trend, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't open my phone or any social media without seeing some new product that someone is trying to sell me with salmon DNA in it. And there's a reason it's so popular. It's because we've realised, wow, this stuff works, you know? That's why it's at the heart of Cotrini. It's tremendous for locking in hydration, which is why Camilo, our founder, used it in the first place. He knew that for hydration it was going to be phenomenal. But it also helps with the skin's natural collagen production. It helps your skin cells to reawaken and to work at the pace that they used to. It's great for cell turnover. So it really is a powerful ingredient. But then we've got the blend of botanicals that really support the work of the salmon DNA. We've got allantoin in there, we've got Centella asiatica, we've got ginseng. These are things that are going to boost circulation. Circulation is super important because you want the blood to carry the stem cells, the oxygen, nutrients around your face in order to keep those cells working. We've got antioxidant mushroom in there. That's going to neutralise free radicals. Free radicals are the things that basically attack our cells and get them to die, essentially. That's how we age, is those skin cells dying and not regenerating. So we're going to strengthen the skin barrier as well. That is going to keep those free radicals out. And we're also neutralising the free radicals that are already in the body. There's so many ways in which these ingredients come together to fight and to turn back time, really, to quote Cher, you know?
It's designed to do so many things,
What
isn't
sort
it?
of skin type, for anybody who's watching, thinking, is it right for my skin type? What sort of skin type is this right for?
Everyone.
And
Great.
And
Everyone.
I truly believe it is, because it deals with so many issues, doesn't it?
But regardless of what when you look in the mirror and you think, I'm sagging here, I've got redness here, I look congested here, I've got a dry patch here, Cotrini is the answer. Whatever the question is, Cotrini is the answer. Doesn't matter about gender, doesn't matter about skin type, doesn't matter about skin concern. It is going to help you. It is going to give you confidence. And, you know, I often recommend this to people who are like looking to get something new that's going to give them confidence back ahead of an event. I get so many people who are saying, oh, my daughter's getting married in April and I look old. When I'm trying dresses on, I don't like myself. And I always think that regardless of your dress size, your height, your age, if your skin looks luminous, you look healthy and you look attractive and people compliment you. I think luminous skin is massive. It really is such an attractive trait. So I tell people, okay, you're asking me about foundation, but that's not what's going to give you your confidence. Let's work on your skin.
And you're a makeup artist, so you know how important that is. So if you do somebody's makeup, you don't simply put makeup on, you treat the skin
the
before
preparation, yeah.
you actually apply the makeup.
Absolutely. I'm doing about 15 to 20 minutes skin prep before I even touch any makeup, because prepping your canvas is so important. And, you know, when someone sits in my chair, I'm having a long conversation with them about their skin type, about their concerns, about things that they notice when they do wear makeup, because so much of how our makeup wears through the day is because of the state of our skin in the beginning. And so really taking care of your skin, you know, maybe you are getting married, maybe you are attending a family member's wedding, or you've got a big event, a graduation, you know, whatever it is, and you're thinking about, should I get my makeup done professionally? Should I do this? Should I do that? Start with skincare. That's always where you start. That's the foundation of you feeling good about yourself, regardless of whether or not you have your makeup done professionally. But in pictures, that luminous skin and that smile on your face, you're not going to feel like, I don't want to be in photos today. You are going to feel better about yourself.
It is. It's all about that confidence, that dewy skin, that glass skin that a lot of people are talking about and wanting now, that more youthful looking skin. And whatever skin issues and whatever skin type you've got, please get this home and try it, because it has been developed to deal with all of those problems, and you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee.
You can try it. That's the difference with Cotrini with us here at Shop on TV.
Because we're all different,
yeah,
so
you can
apply
actually
it,
try it.
see the difference for yourself.
The pictures, the befores and afters that we show you, this is where you really see the difference. For so many different issues that Emma was just talking about, it's game-changing ingredients, that salmon DNA. And don't think it's fragranced. When we talk about salmon DNA, it's fragrance-free. It's a lovely neutral fragrance. A blend of powerful key botanicals in there. But this is what it does.
Well, you're seeing the dewiness there, aren't you, for a start? But actually, you go from the before to the after in 28 days. You see so many issues that have been dealt with.
Yeah, it's just a softer appearance all round, isn't it? I mean, around the mouth area and the chin, can you see the difference there in the texture of the skin, the depth of the lines there, and the frown line on the cheeks as well? She just looks brighter, and you can actually see in the first image she has got some concealer on under her eyes. In the second one, I think she has less on, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's wearing less makeup in her after.
Her skin looks better, doesn't it? Yeah.
And I think when you find a good skincare, you do start thinking, well, actually, I can have that makeup-free day. I don't need to apply so much makeup, because you're confident in the skin that you're in, and that's what's so important. There's so many befores and afters, so whatever age, whatever gender, whatever skin type, whatever skin issue, and again, before and after, seeing so many differences.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, like you said, it doesn't matter of your age. If you feel like your skin needs something and you're not even sure what it is, but you look in the mirror and you think, there's something wrong. I don't know what, but my skin could be better. Cotrini is the answer.
Could be that greyness that you're sort of looking at your skin as your age. That's it. Could be the redness that you want to try and hide. It could be the lines. It could be the wrinkles. It could be the sagginess to the skin. And honestly, all the key ingredients, alongside that salmon DNA in Cotrini, it has been developed. So it is going to help deal with all of those problem areas. And you can actually see those results for yourself with the 30-day money-back guarantee. You do need to check your baskets out. We are hugely busy. As you say, half the stock of our bundle has sold out and gone. And this bundle is your night cream, which gives you a 3-month supply. And hand on heart, I bought this last time Emma was with us, and I bought it because I saw Sheila's results live in the show, and it gave me a 3-month supply. It comes with a little spatula, so I'm usually very heavy-handed, but when you've got the little spatula, you know exactly what you should be using, which is great, because a small bit goes a long way. But then what we didn't have before, and you are getting, but we have only got half of the stock left now, is you are getting a complimentary gift.
Yeah, you will get the brand new eye patches. Normally, to buy these at full price, it'd be £21. They're going to include those with the night cream as a complimentary gift, but only for a limited amount of stock. That's why we keep giving you the stock updates, letting you know with the complimentary gift disappearing. We do have the eye patches on their own. However, I say we do have them. They're now limited stock. It is a pack of 4 of these. Should be £84. Hayley's gutted because she wanted to get some of these. It should be £84. They've been reduced to £50. First time we've ever had them on the show. 755919 is your item number. If you want to get these, it's about the ingredients, once again, the salmon DNA, but it's also about application-wise, and we'll show you that. In fact, we'll show you the night cream and the eye darts being applied, because it's really simple. You'll do it at home. It's dead straightforward.
You can find everything on the website, shopontv.co.uk. And remember, it is stock dependent now, hugely busy. Haven't had Cotrini with us since December. We've been desperate to get stock back in. We have the only stock in the UK apart from Cotrini themselves. So please, when you go onto our website, go to the live on air actual banner there, click through, and that'll take you through to all the products we have available. But remember, if you are watching on +1, there's a chance some of this stock may already be sold out. So please just check if stock is available. Our night cream with the complimentary eye patches, it's time limited, but actually it is going back up in price to £200 at the end of our +1 show. And remember, not everybody will get the complimentary gift. We've got half of that stock left with the complimentary gift. Beautifully packaged, and I would say it will be the most luxurious cream that you've ever used, but it is about the results, and I think you'll see a difference virtually straight away. But with that 30-day money-back guarantee, you've got the opportunity to see that true difference that this could make to your skin.
And it's very important to point out when it comes to Cotrini, you use the smallest amount. So Emma's going to show us with Sheila. It's the smallest amount that we use every time, isn't it? We don't want to use too much and waste it.
Absolutely. It would just be silly, you know. It is a considered purchase. You don't want to be putting on more than you need because it's just wasteful. And that's what I love about this spatula. It's magnetic, so you don't lose it. It's ideal.
That. What
it's
a great idea.
Where it needs to be every night. And I would always say to give it a rinse and to wipe it down every night, because once that's tacky, you'll have dust and things settling on it. You want to keep that clean, because when you're using that to go into the cream, you want that to not be spreading any germs. You want to keep it all nice. So I'm going to open up our jar here. My dad actually said when I finished mine, he was like, you could keep caviar in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, ideal. Yes. So I'm going to scoop some out. This is all you need. Right here, this pea-sized amount, and I'm not going to rub it into my hands to then apply it. I'm going to use the spatula to distribute it evenly, because if you rub it into your hands, it's going to stick to your hands, and then you're trying to rub it in. It needs to be spread evenly from the spatula. So I'm just going to dot it around the face, like this, and then on the neck. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to rub it in, I'm going to pat it in. And the reason I do this is because it's going to help boost circulation, which is great for the skin because it's going to make you look more wide awake, actually. And it is going to carry the nutrients, stem cells and oxygen around the face to keep your cells regenerating and getting that goodness into your cells. So I'm going to press and spread slowly. And don't get me wrong, if you are someone who, you know, you wash your face and sometimes you can't even be bothered to moisturise, believe me, I've been that tired before, and I'll just sort of blindly reach for whatever's on my nightstand and rub it in. I mean, you can do this lying down. There's no need for you to overthink the application of this. It's simply that you're going to press and spread rather than sort of rub vigorously, which, you know. So when I watched my brother apply this cream, I was thinking, oh God, please be kinder to your skin. There's no need to be so cruel to it. Take time just to spread it. And then I'm going to go upwards on the neck. You want to lift on the neck area. And then what I would do is just drag it outwards here and down.
And that is great advice. No one's ever told me to do that before.
It's going to help drain toxins. It's a gentle lymphatic drainage massage. And we've got the mushroom extract in there, which is an antioxidant. It helps flush toxins. So I'm just giving that some extra help there. And the ginseng in it is to boost circulation. So again, the way I'm playing is to help that work. It's all about using, you know, your knowledge to the best of your ability, really. Think of how the ingredients are working and think, how can I help it? And that application is the best way to get maximum results.
And you could be sat in bed doing this,
yes,
or you could be sat at the dressing table, you could be watching TV. And I make sure now that I do just what you're doing every single night, so you get the true benefit from the product. And we're seeing that benefit on Sheila already instantly.
Sheila used it for the first time when we did the first show, and I know you were exactly the same as we were, Sheila. Talk about luxury skincare.
Absolutely, and I missed out, so I was thrilled to bits that we're actually doing this tonight. But what I found, we were talking about a considered purchase, but when you think you're just applying this, so you're not applying your serums, you're not applying your eye cream, you're not applying then the night cream on top, you're just applying this, and it's incredible how it drinks into the skin. It doesn't sit on the surface, but immediately you feel that expression like a baby's bottom. It's just fabulous how your skin feels immediately after. Now, when you've slept with this on all night long, which I didn't have the opportunity of that because I couldn't get any, so that's where I'm going to be ordering. But to have those results, and I mean, even with Emma walking in today, her skin looks incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank
beautiful.
And that, I think that is the biggest advert. As you say, so many people have bought Cotrini, Emma, because they've seen your results.
Yeah, and they know I won't mince my words, you know. I'll tell them, people will send me a link sometimes, just with a question mark, and I'll reply, no, rubbish. Because I hate for people to waste money. It's my worst thing, because beauty shouldn't be robbing us blind. It should be buying things that make us feel good, that make us feel better. I hate when people get the wrong thing for them. And that's why I would never stand here and talk about Cotrini if I didn't truly believe in its power. And if I hadn't truly seen its power, you know, I'm seeing the results firsthand. I'm seeing it with my mum and her friends and my brother and me, and you know,
So
it's
all different
spreading.
ages, all skin types, all skin issues.
No matter who you are.
Could you talk us again through, for anyone that's just joined us, the ingredients, why Cotrini is so special?
Well, Cotrini is formulated in South Korea, which is famed now for the innovation they have in skincare.
Isn't it?
They are ahead of the curve when it comes to research and technology. Their ingredients that they have access to is incredible. And so salmon DNA has become a massive trend that was born in South Korea. And there are so many different brands now that are utilising this power ingredient. The reason why everyone wants to get their hands on it is because it is phenomenal for hydration. It really does lock in that hydration. Do you guys eat a lot of salmon?
Do, yes.
We have
yeah,
salmon tonight.
absolutely, because it's
well.
we did.
Do you eat
It
the
is one
skin?
of my favourite fish.
Oh, do we eat the skin?
Now,
you do.
I do, but Sean
I
doesn't.
That's where the collagen is.
Ah,
Collagen rich.
different.
Fun fact for you there. Always eat your collagen, eat your salmon skin.
Next time.
So yeah, it's great for locking in hydration, but it also helps reawaken dying cells. So as we age, our cells start to die and they slow down. This is going to help them, it's going to boost them to work again and produce collagen naturally. Collagen is a protein, and that's what keeps our skin buoyant. It's like scaffolding sat under the skin, keeping it all upright. Without collagen, everything starts to sag. So that's why salmon DNA has become so popular, but it's the botanical blend that makes Cotrini different.
It's everything else that Camilo's put into there, isn't it?
Yes, and everything's considered, everything's been crafted. He took the time to create what I call a magic potion. You know, we've got ginseng in there, for example, which is great for circulation. It helps carry the goodness from the cream around the face, helps get your blood pumping. We've got mushroom, which is an antioxidant, which actually completely neutralises free radicals in the body. Free radicals are something that occur naturally within us, but they can also be accelerated by our environment. So pollution, alcohol, even things like burning candles, you know, that can cause free radicals to enter our body. So mushroom is an antioxidant that completely neutralises their effect in the body. So that's what you've got inside this night cream.
Protecting us.
Yes.
As well, yeah.
It also helps strengthen the skin barrier. So the stronger your skin barrier is, the less likely you are to take in free radicals, to be affected by UVA and UVB rays. Now, we need to wear SPF every day, of course. You should be wearing your SPF, even in the winter. And I mean, summer is like winter in the UK, isn't it? But regardless, every day SPF. But the stronger your skin barrier is, you know, the better you have a natural sort of ability to protect yourself from UVA and UVB rays. We've also got, what else have we got there? Centella asiatica, which is great for soothing redness and for just really comforting inflamed skin. like you name it, it's covered in this ingredients
designed
list.
to help with so many skin issues.
Whether it's
isn't it?
anti-aging, whether it's redness.
Yeah.
What if someone's got sort of acne-prone skin?
Yeah, it's non-comedogenic, so it's not going to block pores. It's not full of oils. It's really safe to use, even on acne-prone or oilier skins.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people with oily skin worry about what to apply. And you still need to apply, don't you, if you've got oily skin? I think a lot of people think, I'm not going to put anything on my skin because it's so oily.
Yeah.
Okay, word of advice for anyone watching at home that's got oily skin. I've been there. I had acne in my early 20s. Sometimes you can actually cause your acne to accelerate if you aren't moisturising appropriately. So many people with oily skin avoid moisturiser completely, which causes the skin to dehydrate, which means then you are actually going to produce more sebum, which is what causes spots.
Right.
So you're actually, it's a vicious circle.
Yeah.
So you need to be moisturising. I would say, you know, if you want to try and use Cotrini, only use it in the night if you are oilier, just because you might prefer the consistency and the texture it gives you. If you're worried about excess oil and then you put on something that feels that comforting and rich, I think it actually makes you panic a little bit from my own experience. I would use it in the night and then use something lightweight, like a water moisturiser almost in the day, something oil-free. But that combination is going to soothe. I mean, I used to have really painful skin due to acne. I had cystic acne, and you know, I would wake in the night. If I rolled onto my side, the inflammation in my jaw area specifically was horrendous, and I spent so much money on creams that were just making it worse. So again, I would never recommend something that I didn't think was safe to use and that I didn't think would actually help soothe that irritation.
And the really lovely thing is, Emma, we can try this, can't we?
Yeah, yeah. But putting our money where our mouth
That's
is.
the faith, isn't it, that you have in Cotrini?
Yeah.
The fact that everyone can get them home, they can try both the products, whether it's the eye patches or whether it's the night cream.
Yeah, and you know what, using them together, I mean, using any Cotrini is great, but that duo, it's almost as iconic as you two.
This is why we love her. This is why we love her. Now, remember, you are getting a complimentary gift with your night cream. You will get a set of the brand new eye patches that we've got for you. And these are different to regular eye patches that you might have used because they've got micro dart technology. Again, the salmon DNA is the core
Comfortable
ingredient.
to wear all night. They're there for you to wear at night. Sometimes we're very time poor, aren't we? And we want to have that little bit of me time. I'd love to lay down on the sofa for 10 minutes with some eye patches
Never
on.
happen.
But you know in your life that's never going to happen. The great thing is this is working whilst you're sleeping. They stay on whilst you're sleeping. They slow release while you're sleeping. So they're working all night long. And can you imagine? Because it's been a real issue for me, my under eye area, and sometimes the more makeup you put on, the worse it looks, and I'm making them look worse. Can you imagine waking up, taking your eye patches off and actually thinking, oh my goodness, I don't think I need to put any concealer on. Actually, I'm going to have a completely non-makeup day because I feel good in my own skin. I'm not looking tired. There's nothing worse than looking tired because, and it's not that you're tired, it's just for a lot of us, that is the place we age, first of all. I think these are going to be so beneficial. I'm not going to recommend you buy them because I want to get some of these and the stock has disappeared really quickly.
I'm going to recommend you buy them. We're going to change the details on the screen because they're literally hanging on in a pack of 4. It should be £84.
So you get a complimentary set with your night cream, but the pack of 4, which gives you a month's supply, there is some stock left.
Barely.
And no one's offering to get me any.
No, everyone's doing their job.
I should have done it before we came to air.
Now, you will get a complimentary gift with the eye patches. You will get a sachet of the Cotrini Night Cream. Emma, can you show us how these are applied as well?
Absolutely, I can.
Any over there?
I don't. I would steal those. I was going to try and shove these in your bag later for using them.
Well, we don't have to show them again, Emma. Don't show them again. No.
So they're so easy to apply. Honestly, they are the simplest things ever. You just need to make sure that you're putting them the right way around. That's all. You want the micro darts to be facing downwards. So I'm going to pop these open. They come in a protective casing just to make sure that the micro darts are unaffected. Then we're going to peel them. So they come with the micro darts facing upwards. So you know then you just have to peel the plastic off either side there. And then what I'm going to be careful to do is, number one, put the microdarts the right way around, but also I don't want to put them too close to the eye area because I want to be able to blink comfortably without feeling them. Do you know what I mean? So you almost want to, you know, you can see sort of the curve of your eyeball just on your lower lash. You want to avoid that. So if Sheila looks up for me, I'm going to go under the eyelash. You don't want to go on top of the eyelash. And I'm just going to press down there. So you can see Sheila can blink comfortably.
Right.
They're not affecting there. And then we're just going to press them down. And when I press them down, can you feel that there?
Just like a slight tingle. Nothing hurts at all, but you can tell something's actually happening when you're pressing down, definitely.
Yeah. And I probably, could I put, no, that is sitting perfectly. What you want to avoid is, you know that inner corner of the eye there? I could have gone higher, but that's where you're going to get that uncomfortable sitting space. You want it to sit flush to the skin there and make sure that the adhesive has completely taken effect. And you can see the patch actually starts to go transparent where it's completely bonded with the skin.
Okay.
So that's where you know I can stop pressing now. You can see here it's still a bit white.
Yeah, on the camera we can barely see it, can't we? Like you say, it goes transparent.
Yeah, and you know, you're meant to wear these overnight, but I have actually, knowing I had a big night out, had forgotten to put them on the night before. I put them on in the morning and I wore sunglasses all day.
Great.
I could drive to work with those
You
on,
could,
couldn't I?
absolutely. Because you're not sleeping when you're here, you. So
No.
you've got to do that somehow.
I've got to let everyone know Hayley's just squeezed out to get her phone so she can buy this before they sell out.
Oh my goodness.
That's not on, is it? My word. So if you've got them in a basket, check your basket out before Hayley gets them.
I've got to get through. Hang on. Check out.
Chaos in the studio, guys. Chaos.
Yeah, always.
Scrambling to get their hands on Cotrini, these two. So the other eye patch then goes on just in the same way. We want to make sure that the microdarts are facing downwards and we're going to pat them onto the eye area. Now, I did apply Cotrini right up to the eye area, the night cream, just earlier. So we're not going to get it to sit as sort of stickily. Is that a word?
Yeah,
stickily.
That's okay.
It's not. It won't be as sticky. That's a better sentence. as it would have been had I not. And that's why you don't want to apply Cotrini right up to the eye area if you are using your patches, because you need the skin to be dry and clean.
Okay.
You don't want anything to sit between because that adhesive isn't going to sort of hook on. The microdarts are going to have sort of a barrier between them and the skin.
Okay.
And you don't want that to get the full effect. But you can see, you know, they're not scary. No one is going to wake up next to you concerned. You know, it's a very
If you just heard a ping there, I do apologise. That was Hayley purchasing the eye patches.
That was my basket just checking out. I do apologise.
Terrible.
I've turned it off now. It's
She's
completely
in
off.
trouble with the director, I tell you.
Well, you know, it goes to show, though, doesn't it? You are taken by it. You understand the power of it. You've used Cotrini yourself. You've seen the results. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You've tasted the pudding. You liked it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
More
Can't
pudding.
argue with that.
More pudding, please. And are they comfortable, Sheila?
Yeah,
Can you even feel them?
No,
really?
I mean,
That
it
tingle at
actually,
first.
when I looked in the camera there, I thought, oh gosh, it's got rid of all my wrinkles straight away. Yeah, so you don't feel anything. When actually Emma was just pressing, it just felt like a tiny little prickle.
Tingle.
Yeah.
That's all.
Like a tingly
Yeah,
sort
a
of
little
effect.
tingle, a little prickle, and then once they're on, you don't feel anything, and they feel incredibly secure, but without being sort of like thinking I daren't take them off. You know what I mean? Because you were saying, Emma, about all the purities are releasing into your skin, so by the time it gets to morning, everything's been released, and then they're just so easy to take
And I
off.
think the other point of difference that you talked about is when you do wear certain eye patches at night, they fall off, they don't stay on, you don't get the benefit then. These are going to stay in place, aren't
Absolutely. And do you know what? So many people assume that they're going to be wet. They're not, they're dry. There's no moisture to them
right.
when you put them on. And that's the microdart technology. They melt into your skin. They're not just wet on application. And that's how you don't waste that product. It's being delivered right to the problem area. It's not just being slopped around and falling off the skin.
Now, it's super limited in stock. Should be £84. They're down to £50.
And we really thought they were going to be £84. £50 is your price. You can buy them now because I've already ordered mine. Honestly, go for this deal. The stock now is down to the very last few. Actually, we're down to single figures.
More people trying to order than we have stock remaining in the business. Remember, you will get a complimentary gift with the eye patches. You will get a sample of the night cream. We are going to talk more about the night cream if you've just joined us. If you're looking for luxury multi-purpose skincare, that's exactly what Cotrini
And that is going to give you about 3 nights supply as well. If you have just joined us, please do stay with us, because honestly, you've switched on just at the right time. If you're fed up of paying for skincare that just hasn't worked for you and you're just not sure where to go, perhaps you have problem skin, perhaps you have redness, perhaps you have, you suffer with acne, or perhaps it's the aging, perhaps it's the lines and wrinkles, the sagginess that you've got now, the dullness to the skin. Honestly, I truly believe we have the solution, and the most wonderful thing is you don't have to believe us, because you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on each of our items from Cotrini, which I think is incredible. It's very, very rare you get that opportunity actually to try something so luxurious.
But you can with us here at Shop on TV. If you've got anything in your basket, we're just hearing how busy we are. Please confirm your orders and check your baskets out with us here at Shop on TV.
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently, and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way, from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1, ITVX and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
Really is great to have your company this morning. We've been super excited. We've been waiting to get Cotrini back. Cotrini, we had a show in December. You absolutely loved it. I fell in love with it. Actually, watching the results on Sheila live in the studio back in December, I ordered mine, and honestly, that jar, and it's a beautiful, the packaging's phenomenal.
Spectacular.
The secret is what's inside, but the packaging is absolutely beautiful. And it gave me a 3-month supply, and we do say in there you've got your 3-month supply. And I am very heavy-handed with creams, and the great thing is you get this little spatula which makes sure you use that right amount, and that little spatula full will give you the right amount for the face and for the neck. It's luxurious, and it's salmon DNA, and if you're into your skincare, you've probably seen so many items that this is a real key ingredients now, but it's getting that right amount of ingredients. It's getting as well the right blend, and that's what Cotrini really have done. The salmon DNA alongside some other key ingredients, giving you a product. I like the way Emma says it's like a miracle in a jar, that really can, whatever your skin issues, whatever your skin type, it can help with all of those problems, whether it's aging, whether it's redness, whether it's dryness, whether it's oiliness, whether it's a mixture and you just haven't found anything that's right. Actually, when you see this before and after, it gives you an idea, because in 30 days, so many different issues that have been dealt with.
Well, let's take a look at what Georgie said. I love the way it makes my skin feel. It smooths the lines. It makes my skin tone look even. The cream is very hydrating. I even apply it under foundation, so uses it like a primer. As Emma was saying, once you've applied your cream, leave it for about 10 minutes and then apply your makeup. This is game-changing skincare, luxury skincare. It's designed to help with anti-aging, fine lines, reduce redness, skin repair, enhance elasticity. And take a look at this one. Take a look at all the different areas that you see here. You've got deep hydration. It's anti-inflammatory. It's soothing and regenerating. And as Emma will tell us, it's designed to stimulate your collagen and cell regeneration.
And it gives you that dewy look, it gives you that glass look, and you virtually see very much instant results. But of course, it's that long-term usage that gives you those real true benefits. So you have got that, if you've got that special occasion coming up, if you're really worried about how you're looking at the minute because you have got that wedding on the way, or perhaps you're just fed up of not feeling great when you go out, you're looking at your friends and everybody seems to look so much younger, and you wish you could just find something that's going to make a difference for you. You've got a money-back guarantee. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Please, you deserve it. We all deserve a little bit of luxury, and you've got a huge saving. It is going, if there's stock, it's going back up in price to £200 at the end of our Plus One show. So if you are watching on Plus One, please check the stock. It will go up at the end if there's stock available. So you've got a great price from our regular price. You've got an amazing price. The only other place to buy this in the UK is Cotrini themselves. So this is a TV, this is a UK exclusive that we have this. And when we've sold out, and I truly believe, especially with our complimentary gift, I truly believe we will sell out. You can go to Cotrini themselves, but look at the value that you're getting. This should be £248 worth of product.
It's almost £100 more directly at Cotrini.
It is that top-end premium luxury.
No complimentary gift. With us at the moment, while stocks last, you will get a set of those eye patches as a complimentary gift. At full price, they're normally £21 a pack. You will get one of those to try alongside your night cream. Over 60% of the stock has gone. Lots in baskets, though. You've got to confirm your order and check your baskets out. And remember, with us, not only is the price massively reduced at the moment, you can use PayPal Pay in 3. If you're paying online, £51.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments, and you can try it. I think that's the most important thing of all.
With a complimentary gift, I think virtually everything we've got is in baskets. You do need to check those baskets through. Sadly, when the complimentary gift has gone, we have got stock available of the night cream on its own, but if it's in your basket, you've actually got that complimentary gift. You just need to check that basket through. Honestly, those eye patches, I know you're going to absolutely love. I've already ordered mine. And of course, do check your baskets through on our website or jump onto the phones. It is very much going to be first come, first served now for the extra gifts.
If you have just joined us, and at this time of night we do tend to get a surge of new audience, we're joined by Emma, who's the brand ambassador when it comes to Cotrini. But Emma, your background when it comes to beauty, I mean, that's all
it's been
you've
your
been
life,
involved in,
hasn't
isn't
it, really?
Yeah, that was my first job. You know, when I left college, I worked in a department store on a beauty counter, and at the time I think I only owned a tinted moisturiser and a mascara, and I learned so much about skincare, about skin textures, and meeting new people and listening to their concerns. It really sort of took me on this sort of new hobby, really, and it turned into a career. You know, I'm a TV makeup artist, I'm on screen for Cotrini, I'm a presenter, and, you know, I've been involved in beauty pageants in the past as well. So in many different parts of my life are sort of beauty orientated. And, you know, I think that there's such a power in making other people feel beautiful. It's my favourite part of my job. And I think that's why Camilo of Cotrini and I really got on so well, because we just loved to celebrate people's confidence, you know, and that's what I feel like Cotrini gives people. It's just such an incredible product, and I'm super proud to be their UK ambassador.
I think the nice thing is the heart of Cotrini is Camilo, who had developed this, was for his skin problems.
For his own skin.
It wasn't something that he was doing before, but his own skin he was having issues with and couldn't find anything that was working for him.
Yeah, he'd actually been on a holiday to South Korea and had a skin treatment that wasn't available in the US. And so he was thinking, well, why isn't this in a topical treatment? You know, I'm suffering with really dry skin, and if I could only have this treatment, then everything would be fine. And so that's when Cotrini was born. You know, he went to South Korea and had Cotrini formulated with our super ingredient of salmon DNA. And the reason salmon DNA is so phenomenal is because of the hydration it gives. It's so good at locking in moisture in the skin, and it also is great at cell regeneration. So you know, as we age, our cells slow down and they eventually die off. And without those cells working to keep us looking young, we age. And salmon DNA actually encourages the cell's natural collagen production. So if the salmon DNA is there in your skincare regime, your cells are being told, keep making collagen, work harder, and it's keeping them alive and keeping them working. And so when Camilo looked at salmon DNA, he was like, well, this is the heart of Cotrini, and this is where we start. But what else can I put in this? What else can I do to create this sort of superpower potion? And that's where the botanicals come in. You know, we've got so many incredible ingredients in this. We've got antioxidants, we've got anti-inflammatories, we've got you know, things that are specifically to target redness, for example, for desensitized skin. You know, I won't bore you with the scientific names because you wouldn't know what any of them are.
It's about what they do, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, there's mushroom in there. Everyone at home knows what mushroom is. That's an easy one, and that's an antioxidant. So, you know, we're fighting the free radicals that are breaking down our cells. We're strengthening the skin barrier. We're locking in hydration. We're helping with collagen production, which in turn helps with buoyancy, elasticity, plumping out lines and wrinkles. And I'm not just talking about, you know, slowing down the aging process. I'm talking about reversing it. And that's what's different, and that's what the science proves. You know, we've got clinical studies, we've talked to people who've used this, we've taken pictures of them. It's not just us going, oh, it does this, this and this. You know, you see so many adverts and there's so many different, you know, percentages, and you just think, oh, is that real though, you know?
And so when we look at your clinical studies, we've got on anti-aging, we've got clinical studies on sensitive skin as well. We're looking at the anti-aging now, and again, phenomenal results in 30 days.
Yeah, in just a month. And you know, if you're using that just in the night time, that's the result you're going to get, okay? But you can use it in the morning as well, which is going to accelerate results. I recommend if you do have an oilier skin type, I say only use it in the night. It's completely safe to use on oily skin, but I think that, you know, you don't need to use it twice, you know? You
the
can just use it
numbers,
in
though, here, Emma, are brilliant. 52% said dramatic hydration boost, 44% wrinkle reduction, yes, please, my word. And enhanced elasticity as well, and that's the bounce back to the skin, the youthfulness to the skin, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I keep saying the proof is in the pudding. The results speak for themselves. And, you know, we saw firsthand with Sheila the difference that Cotrini makes instantly. And it's not just that luminosity. It's not just that hydrated look. We were seeing in real time the reduction in fine lines. We were seeing in real time the smoothness of the skin, the way the skin texture was changing. And so much of aging, so many people talk about wrinkles, and that's just one part of it. Skin texture is a massive indicator of skin that's weathered, you know, and that's why I love Cotrini so much, because I feel like more than anything else, its skin texture is the first thing I notice that changes in people. You see that smoothness just come out of nowhere. It's like they've had some very expensive skin treatment in some, you know, medic's office, when in reality it's just a new moisturiser, which is crazy.
We see that in some of those before and afters, the really weathered skin. That's it's a great word to describe it, isn't it? It really ages you when you've got that weathered type of skin. So to be able to smooth it out, and this is designed to do so many things and help with so many things. If you've got irritated skin...
Yeah, if you've got sensitive skin, I think you really do panic about what you can apply to your skin. You do have a 30-day money-back guarantee, but Emma, you say very confidently, if you have got sensitive skin, this is, and we're seeing results, it has been tried and tested as well.
And you know what? You'll use it for 30 days. You're not going to want to give it back.
No.
That's
Definitely.
how we can do this. You will not want... You'll be gripping it, saying, take it out of my hand.
That's why you're confident to give the 30-day money-back guarantee, because you will have fallen in love with it, I would say, very much within a week. Perhaps on the first night. When I applied it for the first time, I thought, I really think this is going to make a difference to my skin.
And take before and afters. I always recommend when you use a new beauty product, take a photo of yourself on day 1 before you use it, take one in 2 weeks, take one in 4, because you will notice a difference in those images that your eye won't catch when you're looking at yourself every day. So really do, and take them at angles, take them in the same light at the same time of day in the same room if possible, to give yourself a fair chance to really see a difference. But I always recommend this, even if I'm buying a new like skin hair serum even, I want to see if there's a difference in it in photos, because it's impossible to tell otherwise. But yeah, we are just so positive and, you know, cocky really about this product, because we're saying, try it, you're not going to want to give it back to us.
Let's just recap on the irritation study, because when you look at the numbers and the figures that you see there, first of all, you've got 65%, so an improvement in skin barrier integrity in just 2 days. A 45% increase in hydration in 2 days. That jumps to 82% over 4 days. And then 70% saw a reduction in the redness after 9 days. Continued improvement across all of the markers that you see there. So the longer you use it, the better the results you will see. And this is why clinical studies are so important. And when we show you the befores and afters and the pictures, and you see people's personal differences, that's when it all falls into place with skincare like Cotrini. Top-end luxury ingredients. But we've been massively busy. It's only our second show. We've already had a sellout.
We've been waiting since December to get Cotrini back, and we have got Cotrini back, but you have been waiting as well, haven't you? The eye patches, we had a really lovely bundle, which I managed to get, so I do apologise if you've missed out, because it has sold out, so well done, and we will try and get them back in stock as soon as we possibly can. But remember, if you are going for the night cream, you will get a complimentary pair
of the
eye patches, but 2/3 of that stock now has sold out and gone, and we're 2/3 through our show. If you are watching on +1, if we have stock available, it is still there for you. Put it into basket and check your basket through. Do remember that this is a show special, so sadly after our +1 show it will go back up to £200. And remember, here in the UK you can only get Cotrini from us. It is a UK exclusive, or Cotrini themselves. Now Cotrini themselves, they don't have the complimentary gift, and also they don't have our special price.
It's almost £100 more. It's the only other place you can get it in the UK. £248 for the Cotrini Night Cream. And remember, we're talking about 90 days worth of application. You only use the smallest amount. Sheila made a great point earlier, actually. We do look at the price and think it's a considered purchase. However, you're not using your serum, you're not using your eye cream, you're just using Cotrini.
Hand on heart, it's the only cream that I've used where I haven't applied a serum before and I haven't used a separate eye cream, because when you use it for the first time, you'll think, I actually don't need anything else other than Cotrini. And use it as that night cream whilst you sleep, that beauty sleep, whatever skin issues, whatever skin types, whatever gender. Honestly, I think you're going to be blown away. Use that 30-day money-back guarantee. Like Emma said, you're not going to want to give it back, and you're not. And you will be so disappointed if you miss out today. Stock-wise, everything that we have got that comes alongside with that complimentary eye patch, it's all in baskets now. You know, when I say our system, and our system is very different to any system we've used before. When we have everything in baskets, it's like it's sold out. No one else can get it. But our system doesn't work like that, because it's a little bit unfair, because some people don't check out and then someone else could, you know, you could have got it. So our system, it's hours until you check your basket through. So we can very quickly, and we are there right now, have more people ordering than stock is actually available. So for the bundle with the complimentary eye patches, we have got more people ordering than stock is there. So sadly, if you all checked out right now, some of you would miss out on getting that complimentary gift. So please do check that basket through. Hand on heart, you will not be disappointed. And the wonderful thing is, you don't even have to believe me.
Yeah, you can
and
try
I
it.
truly, I bought this cream. I fell in love with it during the show. I paid the price you're paying, and I'm buying it again today. I've bought it again today. Because I felt the difference, I saw the difference that it made for me. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you don't have to believe me. You've actually got the opportunity to get it home and to use it for 30 days. And I truly believe you will, like me, just fall in love with this and think, oh my goodness, it's worth looking after me. It's worth treating yourself. And when you do think that you don't need the serum, the eye cream, and you are just using that one cream, and I use it in the morning, just like Emma advised as well, just leave it 10 minutes before I put makeup on. I apply it before I come to work, and then by the time I get to work, because 2 hours if we're lucky, 2.5 hours, 3 hours sometimes on the M6.
Let's not get started on that.
You know, it's there in my... But then I've got that perfect foundation to apply my makeup onto, and it's made such a difference to my skin for my makeup as well.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
having those non-makeup days, because I've got confidence
to not
in my
wear
skin
any makeup.
again.
Yeah, when we're not working, you just apply the Cotrini and then you're good to go. You're good to go out because you feel confident in your own skin. That's the difference a skincare like this can make. Remember, it is top end. It is so luxurious. You've got the most amazing packaging beyond all the ingredients. Salmon DNA is a real buzzword when it comes to skincare. Korean skincare is so on trend because it is market leading when it comes to ingredients. And
They're ahead of us, aren't they, Emma, completely?
Absolutely. I almost want to go there, just walk in somewhere and be like, right, what do I need?
Help me out.
You know better than me. Honestly, the investment into new technologies and research is why they are doing so well in the beauty world, and it's why they're finding stuff out before us. That's how salmon DNA has become so big, because they found it, they formulated it, and they started sort of drip feeding it out, and then the word spread. And, you know, Camilo, our founder, he was in South Korea, had a facial there, and was like, I need to put this in a cream. I need to do this. This needs to be something I can take home with me, because that treatment isn't available in the US. So he created something, not only with that salmon DNA, which packs a punch, but he went, I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to be a bit extra, and I'm going to add in some stuff that I think is really going to work. And you know what? The man's a genius. He is a genius. And you know, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but he is constantly with new ideas for Cotrini. It's like when I sit with him, it's like we're having an unofficial brainstorm. The man's brain doesn't stop when it comes to skincare.
Great.
He's always thinking about the next thing. And, you know, he started strong with Cotrini, but I think you're just going to see more and more. And you want to be a part of the Cotrini cult before we get there, because then you're going to be the first to find out about the new and exciting things we do. I think he's going to kill me for saying this. I think he's actually going to kill me.
You're in so much trouble.
But
He's in America, it's fine.
That's it. He can't hurt you.
No. Yeah.
He's the heart of the brand, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he very much developed him for himself, really.
Yeah.
He had big skin issues
Yeah.
that he couldn't find a solution. And like you say, he had that treatment thinking, if I could just put that topically onto my skin.
Yeah.
And that's where it all began, isn't it?
Well, he was living in the desert, essentially. So, you know, it's arid, it's really difficult
And
place
it's
to live.
extreme, isn't it? So in the daytime it's extremely hot, then at night the temperature drops massively.
Yeah.
So that massive change in temperature, it's like the seasons, isn't it? Really affects your skin.
Yeah, and you're experiencing two polar opposite ends of the seasons in 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was just stripping his skin, and, you know, that's going to cause you to prematurely age, you know, just from that dehydration. And so he said, right, what can I do that's going to fix this? He wasted so much money on really expensive, famous products, thinking, oh, this will surely work. And nothing did. You know, he was getting out of the shower with tightness, he was uncomfortable, it was desensitized, it was red. You know, it just, nothing was working for him. And so, but how wonderful to just go, oh, I'll just make my own cream
Yeah.
then.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Isn't it brilliant?
And to have all of that at your fingertips,
Yeah.
to be able to start with something like salmon DNA and then add all that. It's very
I know,
important, all the
yeah.
other bits, isn't it, that have gone
Yeah.
into
They've
Cotrini.
got to blend together correctly.
Yeah.
It's the right amounts of ingredients. And the wonderful thing is, if you're at home thinking, I wonder if it's right for my skin type, we've actually got something that's right for all skin types.
Yeah, it's non-comedogenic, which simply means it's not going to irritate your skin. It's gentle, it's kind, it's love in a pot, I swear. You can use it in so many different ways, and, you know, it goes to show really that I'm an ambassador, so obviously, you know, I've got quite a few jars in the house, but so many things, if anything on my body, I go, I put some Cotrini on it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if I get, I actually bought a new pair of boots. I don't know why I'm telling you this story. I bought a new pair of boots, and they were like to here, and they'd scratched
rub,
all
yeah.
my leg, which was
Yeah.
bizarre. I needed longer socks. I was like, right, Cotrini on there,
Yeah.
that'll fix that. I get a patch of dry skin in my hairline here, I put Cotrini in there. Anything that goes wrong. Sometimes I get seasonal eczema, like Cotrini. Honestly, it's my wonder product. It works for me in a way that nothing else does. I don't have to phone my GP anymore when, I get something random
it's like
on my knee.
It knows when
Cotrini.
you apply it to the skin, it knows the issue and it knows how to deal with it.
I think of Cotrini as some spiritual thing that just, you smear it on and then it just goes, and it fixes you.
And we always say individual results will vary, but when it comes to your personal experiences there...
Well, the great thing is
you can try
it. So, we're telling you our experiences, and it does vary. Yours might be even better than we're telling you, but the great thing is you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, and it is very rare over all the years we've been in sales since 1989 that I've actually been able to offer a 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's fantastic, isn't it? That you can use it on your issues, on your problems. Maybe it is just the anti-aging that you want to use it for.
And I'm hearing in the gallery they're now discussing that actually they weren't born when I was first started working in sales. How rude!
Be quiet up there.
They are upstairs,
sad, isn't it?
Absolutely. So yes, when you're talking about anti-aging, yes, we're all aging. Every day we're aging. And my under eye area aged really early on in life. My skin has obviously changed through the years, and actually even more so going through my 50s. There's lots of things that altered my skin. The time of year alters my skin, and I just know with Cotrini, you've got something that's going to work for you, whatever time of year, whatever situation you're in, whatever issues you've got.
Whatever skin type you are, whatever gender you are. We should look again at the before and afters, the pictures, people's personal
We've got so many of these.
Yeah.
And that is the nice thing, because there are so many different skin issues, skin types, and we're seeing, as we look through these, some great befores and afters and some great results.
It's incredible, and you can see there the difference in pigmentation is just
huge,
insane. And so many products claim to help sort of even out skin tone and reduce pigmentation. I suffer with pigmentation. I have to be really careful with putting my face in the sun, and it still comes out. If even with SPF on a sunny day, by the end of the day I can see it. I've got like a pigmentation moustache. It's very attractive. I love it. So when I see what Cotrini does, and obviously now I've been using it for a year, it's incredible that I don't get that anymore. I also used to have dark patches under my eyes and a moustache. They don't rear their ugly head anymore.
Wow.
It's incredible. And that's, like I said, you strengthen the skin barrier. That's going to protect you. It's going to protect you from new age spots.
It's working in so many different ways, isn't it? So you will, I think, see that difference on that first night of applying this, but then over time you will see such
longer term benefits.
And I think, and again, you've got a 30-day money back guarantee. You don't have to believe us. We're seeing the redness, we're seeing the even skin tone, we're seeing as well the softness, the hydration to the skin. You're seeing as well that sagginess to the skin, getting that jawline back. I'm getting that dewiness to the skin, that glass skin, that youthful-looking skin.
The texture that Emma was talking about earlier, the texture around the chin area and the cheek.
Texture is a huge thing, isn't it? I know we all look at lines and wrinkles, but actually if you've got a nice texture, if you've got that dewiness, you look more youthful.
Absolutely. And you can see in that picture there, the skin colour looks almost ruddier. It's not that she has lots of pigmentation, it's just that there's a lack of luminosity. And then when you add in that luminosity, that smoothness, it doesn't matter that there are still wrinkles there, obviously, but her skin just looks really radiant and glowing, and she actually looks happier. Doesn't she? She's smiling in both. It looks real smiling.
It looks the wrong way round, doesn't it? I mean, the after should have been her years ago, and the before is her now. It really has made that difference, and it's making the most out of your skin. I think we're so lucky to age, and it's aging well, isn't it? It's looking after your skin, getting the best out of the skin, getting the best of you. And I do think Cotrini can help you get that best out of your skin, that you'll look in the mirror and feel that confidence that you perhaps haven't had for years, and perhaps think, well, actually I'm going to have that non-makeup day. I'm proud of the skin that I'm in, and that is a really good feeling. And it's very unusual to find something that does that for you, but the wonderful thing is, because I know this is a considered purchase, I was just the same as you, when you find something you know it's worth every single penny. The way you feel when you look in the mirror after you've used this, it's worth every single penny that you spend today. You've got a huge saving. This deal is only for the show. It will go back up in price at the end of our +1 show if we have stock left. 75% of this bundle with the complimentary gift is already sold out and gone. We are here in the UK. The only place to get to Cotrini is with us here on Shop on TV and Cotrini themselves. So, do I say when we sell out? If we sell out, you could go to Cotrini and you could buy exactly that same size of the night cream, £248, and worth every single penny of that. You've got very much £100 saving with us, and at this very moment in time, but it will be very much the stock we've got left, the first people that check out, you've got the complimentary eye patches.
This is the only way to get hold of them right now with us here at Shop on TV, because the bundle we had has sold out, as Hayley said. Full price, these should be £21 a pair. You're getting that as your complimentary gift at the moment, but 75% of the stock has already gone. So if you've got these in a basket, you want to make sure you get your complimentary gift, confirm your order and check out. You can still add it to your basket. 789409 is your item number. shopontv.co.uk. You can go to the phones 03333 241 241. Luxury top-end skincare at a great price that gets great results.
We've got more people ordering than stock available with the complimentary gift. Check your basket through. Treat yourself. Use that 30-day money-back guarantee. Have you ever had a cream where you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, where you can try it and see those results for yourself? You will not want to give it up, because honestly, I truly believe once you've used Cotrini, Cotrini is going to be a part of your every single day.
Hi, I'm Emma, and today I'm going to show you the best way to apply the Cotrini Night Cream for the very best results. Now, what I love about this product is if you aren't wearing our overnight eye patches, you can actually apply this right up to the eye area. There's no need for an additional eye cream. You only need a pea-sized amount, and I'm just going to place it across Suzanne's beautiful face. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm not going to rub it into the skin, I'm actually going to pat it. What we want to do is we want to give the ingredients time to permeate the skin barrier and really let those ingredients sink in and do their best. And there's an important area that we mustn't forget, the neck. We're going to do upwards motions only here, give a subtle neck lift, and we're also going to do a very gentle lymphatic drainage massage to give you that snatched jawline.
Emma is live in the studio with us if you have just joined us. The deal that you've got is incredible with the complimentary gift of your free your eye patches, which are brand new today. What you need to do is to get onto our website. I know lots of you are already there, lots of you on the phones. We've been really busy tonight. We've been waiting since December to get Cotrini back with us. So jump onto shopontv.co.uk. Go through to our live hour. Now, if you're going for Cotrini, do remember we've already had one sell out. Our complimentary gift of the eye actual patches with the night cream. Again, stock-wise, over 75% of that has gone with the complimentary gift. Sadly, once that has gone, you'll just get... Sorry, another 5% has gone.
Keep up.
80% of the stock as that has now sold out and gone, so please check your baskets through. Check out everything we've got available, and we have got a pair of incredible sculpting leggings. You might think, what? What are these leggings all about?
Intelligent leggings. It sounds crazy, but because of the ingredients that you've got in there, they're designed to help with so many different things. In fact, we're going to pop a couple of things on screen. These are reduced down to $29.99. We had them on a show last night, and hundreds of you went for them. Imagine having a pair of leggings that have a body sculpting design. They're designed to help tone and support the skin. They've got a slimming high waistband, so they're really comfortable to wear. They don't roll down, they don't gape. They've got graduated compression that provides coverage when you're working out, maybe you're doing yoga, but wear these all day because they've got such amazing ingredients.
We say to wear them at least sort of 6-8 hours a day, so whether you sleep sleep in them, whether you wear them to take the kids to school, whether you wear them for yoga or exercise. But the great thing is, I mean, we're talking about looking after the skin on your face. This is actually treating the skin on those legs. And I think we do forget to apply creams to the rest of our body, especially at this time of year. We've gone through the winter. Perhaps your legs are looking really dry, but actually, you've got key ingredients here that are going to boost circulation to the legs and detox. You're also going to improve that elasticity to the skin on the legs. Perhaps you're finding as you're aging, you're getting that sagginess to the skin above the knees. Perhaps it's the back of the legs. Perhaps it's cellulite, lumpy, bumpy skin, which again, this is going to help work for and help, you know, really make that difference. Though they look great on, when you take these off, it's when you really do see the difference. You've also got a deeply hydrating vitamin E as well that's rejuvenating that skin. Whilst you're wearing the leggings, with the graduated compression, there's actually these ingredients in the yarns of the leggings, and it's being massaged into your legs as you wear them.
The ingredients are spectacular. It's a four-way stretch, so they're really, really comfortable to wear. Now, if you want to go for these, 970054, imagine that they might help with that lumpy, bumpy skin simply by wearing a pair of leggings. The price is still at our reduced launch price at $29.99. Now, size-wise, if you're an 8 to 10, go small, 12 to 14, it's medium, 16 to 18, you're going to go for a large, size 20, extra large, and 22, double XL. With these, if you're not sure which size to go for, we would always say size down.
Yeah, and if you're between a 10 and a 12 and you're thinking, should I go for the 8 to the 10 to or the 12 to 14, go down to the 8 to the 10. You want them to fit, you know, quite snugly, so it is massaging those ingredients into those legs, helping with that toning by wearing a pair of leggings, massaging those ingredients into the legs to help with cellulite, and you have got a fabulous price, honestly, worth every single penny. They are really flattering on because they're high-waisted, they seem to flatten the tummy, but it is the actual benefits and the difference you see when you take them off. Just wear them for your everyday use. I sleep in mine. You want to wear them about 6 hours a day, taking the kids to school, doing your housework, or for exercising. They are brilliant. So 970054 is your item number. But back to our Cotrini, you just mentioned those because you had found them, lots of you multi-ordering tonight, which is really great. It's all about your well-being, really, that you feeling confident in your own skin, and that's what all our products tonight are about.
And a show special is what we've got on our Cotrini skincare for you. A massively reduced price. Our usual price, just under £200. It's down to £149.99 on a show special. Now, after the show, after the live shows, the price will go back up. So if you've got it in a basket, check your basket out. If you're watching on our +1 channels, we will honour the price. If you've got it in a basket on +1, if we've got stock remaining, because 80% of the stock now is gone with this bundle. Remember, the bundle is coming alongside a complimentary gift that's worth £21. They're the eye patches that will be included in your bundle on this item number, 789409.
We've already had one sell out.
Yep.
We've got more people ordering. The stock is available with the complimentary gift. And please just treat yourself. Remember, you've got that peace of mind that you can try this. Yeah, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So we're showing you amazing befores and afters. We're talking about the difference it's made to my skin, to Emma's skin. But the great thing is you can actually try this yourself. And I know that after 5 days, one day you won't want to give it up, but when you've used it for a few days, you will not want to be parted with Cotrini. You'll think, at last, I've spent some money on something that is actually making a difference to my skin. Any skin type, any skin issues, any gender, and it's all down to those key ingredients. So if you have just joined us, we've got Emma with us. She's the ambassador, and she's going to talk us through how to apply and, of course, the ingredients and how it's going to work for your skin.
So, Emma, it's the smallest amount, I think, is the key, isn't it? You don't want to overuse this.
Yeah, there's no need. You know, it won't cause any harm if you do, of course. Lots of people say, oh, if I put too much on, what happens? Nothing, you're just wasting money. You're just wasting money, babe, you know? Let's make it work for you. You've got, you know, plenty in there to keep you going as long as you do it right. So the spatula here is going to be your best friend, not only because it's going to keep the contents of the jar clean, clean and away from germs and grubby hands, but also because it works as your measure. So you can see there how the dip in the end of the spoon there, that's what the bit you want to fill, essentially. So we're going to fill that spoon with a pea-sized amount, just like that. Okay, that is all you need. It is ideal. And what I'm going to do now is, rather than, you know, most people would sort of put it on their fingers and then rub it across their face.
Rub it into the hands.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that because you're wasting it on your hands, okay? So we're going to use the spatula to distribute it across the face. So I'm going to dot it on the key areas, like that. I actually filled the spatula with more than I needed. Sheila's like, yeah.
Result.
Keep going. So what I'm going to do is, rather than rub it in, I'm going to press it in.
Okay.
So what this does is it helps the ingredients to sort of settle into the skin. And what I'm doing also, by pushing and pressing rather than rubbing, I'm stimulating circulation. And, you know, one of the key ingredients in this is ginseng, which is famed for helping circulation. Now, circulation is really important when it comes to your skincare and your skin, because the more your blood is, you know, boosting around your face, it's carrying nutrients, it's carrying stem cells, it's carrying oxygen to your cells to keep them working and to keep them regenerating. And that's why Cotrini is so good at reawakening cells and cell regeneration. It's because so many of the ingredients in it are you know, in there for exactly that. We've got allantoin, which soothes and calms redness and irritation. We've got Centella asiatica, which is an anti-inflammatory. We've got mushroom in there, which is an antioxidant. You know, all of these things come together to create something that's so effective. So what I'm doing now on the neck is I'm just going in upwards motions, out to the sides and down. This is giving a very gentle neck lift, and then a gentle lymphatic drainage. I mentioned there mushroom is an antioxidant. That is going to get rid of the toxins in your body. So I'm just helping that along with this massage, like I helped the ginseng with the way I applied. So everything is considered, everything is a plan that comes together when you use Cotrini. And you can see there the luminosity. Look at the light bouncing off the cheekbone there. There's just a brightness that's
She's got that dewiness, hasn't she? Her skin looks youthful.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons I bought it, seeing the difference in Sheila's skin just live in the studio. And obviously it's about long-term benefits, but you do actually feel, you see that difference on that first application, and then in the morning you can still feel that it's
Your
working.
skin feels different
for
straight
you.
away.
And though it is a night cream, and I use it every single night now, I've absolutely fallen in love with it. I only use this at night. I don't use any serums anymore. I don't use any eye creams at night. I just use Cotrini. But do remember, you can apply it before you apply makeup. If you apply it, just give it a good 10 minutes. So if I'm working, I'll apply it at home before I drive into work, and then I know I've got a really good sort of primer for my makeup. And I think you'll be blown away. My skin can go quite patchy, or areas of your makeup can sort of start to fade, or, you know, or bits seem to, you know, it doesn't seem to apply correctly. It's allowed me to have a much better sort of foundation.
It's that base, isn't it? Yeah, that primer base.
But then it's great for the non-makeup days.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to be confident in your own skin, to have that non-makeup day. And you will, I think, with Cotrini. And you don't have to believe us. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you've got this in a basket, you are thinking, yeah, perhaps I should try it. I've tried so many things. I wonder what it's going to do for me. You've got a money-back guarantee. You've got nothing to lose. But sadly, you are going to miss out, I think, on the offer, because the situation we're in right now, and still we've got more people ordering than stock is available, but checked out, who have checked their baskets out, we're limited stock. So we're down to the very last few percent of the deal of the Cotrini and the complimentary eye patches. And don't forget, sadly, if there is any stock left, if you leave it in your basket and you don't check your basket out, sadly it is going to go back up in stock, in price, I should say. So if you're thinking, oh, it's okay, I'll check my basket out later on, I'm going to have it, you know, I'll pop to bed, or you know, it's in my basket. It's not going to be this price.
It'll be £200, just shy of a penny, if you don't check it out before the end of the show. If you are watching on the +1 channels, we will honour the price on those +1 channels. But If you want to make a difference to your skin, in fact, you should ask Sheila how it feels on her skin, because she only used it for the first time on the first show that we did here at Shop on TV. And Sheila, I know we've worked with you on lots of shows, but look at that.
Yeah, the difference is incredible, and obviously I've used lots of different skincare over my time, and you spend a lot of money. So to get something in one pot, everything together, so you don't need to use serums and eye creams, you've got it all there, and the ingredients are phenomenal because you actually feel your skin, and there's sort of a lovely dewy texture to my skin now.
You can see
it's not sitting on the surface, it's going and it's you know, it's absorbed into the skin. I've got a lovely glow, and this is like late at night when we're all a little bit tired and everything. But my skin looks so much better than when I first came into the studio this evening.
And it feels different to other skincare, doesn't it?
Yeah, very much so. I think there's, I'm actually feeling like this is a treatment for the skin, not just sort of like an overnight cream. It's actually a real treat for the skin.
It looks great. Your skin looks so glossy and glowy, doesn't it? It's great, and you can get it home and try it, but only whilst we have the stock, limited stock. We have got many more people trying to order the bundle than we have stock remaining, and we've already had a sellout with the other bundle.
And remember, whatever skin type you've got, whatever gender you are, whatever skin issues you have, whether it's anti-aging, whether it's lines and wrinkles, perhaps you've got quite dull skin. Can you see, you saw that glow to the skin, the dewiness to the skin. Perhaps it's the elasticity, you've lost your jawline, again helping to strengthen that skin. Or perhaps it is that you do suffer with redness, perhaps it's an even skin tone, perhaps you do suffer with acne-prone skin. This is for sensitive skin as well. If you're in any doubt, it is that right combination of incredible key ingredients alongside the salmon DNA that works for all skin types. And the wonderful thing is you can try it with the money-back guarantee, a 30-day money-back guarantee. But now, with the complimentary gift of the eye patches, it's only as long as the stock is there.
So do confirm your order and check your basket out. You can still add it to your basket and jump the queue, remember. 789409 is your item number. Spread the cost with PayPal, pay in 3. shopontv.co.uk.
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way, from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1, ITVX and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
It's time to shop, it's time to check your baskets out. It's time for you, it's your opportunity to perhaps find that skincare that you've been looking for years. I think over the years we spend so much, don't we? And so often you find it's just not right for you. It's very much the key ingredients in Cotrini that really has, the heart of it is to make sure that it is a cream and the most luxurious cream that is going to work for you through the night, whatever skin type you've got, whatever skin issues you've got. But you don't have to believe us. Use that money-back guarantee. I don't think I've ever bought a skincare where you can actually try it.
No, 30-day money-back guarantee. That's the the faith that Cotrini have in all of their products that we've brought you tonight, that you can try it. Now, when we look at the befores and afters and the pictures and the difference it's made to certain people, well, take a look at some of these. As Hayley said, luxury top-end skincare with the most amazing ingredients. We're going to be talking about salmon DNA. We're getting busier and busier now, and this always happens at this time of night. This is what Georgie had to say. I love the way it makes my skin feel. It smooths the lines and makes my skin tone look even. The cream is very hydrating. I even apply it under a foundation during the daytime. We'll talk about that, using it as a primer as well. That's a 30-day difference. And look at Georgie's skin, the glow, the luminosity, that glass-like skin that you see there. But it's all different ages, different skin types, different genders. So let's take a look at some more of those before and afters that we're talking about.
It's healthier looking skin, it's fresher looking skin, it's dewier skin. And if you do suffer with redness, if you do suffer with uneven skin tone, if you are acne prone, this really has been developed so it's going to work for your skin, whether it's oily, whether it's sensitive, whether it's dry, whether it's combination. And we're actually seeing, I think, a bit of a combination skin here.
I love what Amanda says there as well at the bottom. Waking up, I feel really nice about my skin. That's a great
It's getting that
review.
confidence back in you and getting the most out of your skin, feeling happy in your skin. And that was actually, those photos were just 12 days, apart. So we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee, or Cotrini give you a 30-day money-back guarantee, because they know for so many that this really has made so much difference. Talking about uneven skin tone, or perhaps you've got pigmentation, and we're seeing, again, incredible results there. Look at that under-eye area. And when you look as well at the actual texture of the skin, it's hydrated that skin back to more youthful looking skin.
It's designed to help with so many different things: anti-aging, fine lines, reducing redness, skin repair. And when you look at these pictures, look at the evenness in the after picture, the difference to that mottle on the skin there.
And we have got irritated skin there, so if you do suffer, and I think we all do at times, you think, what do I put on my skin now? You know, Cotrini, it's like it knows. You pop it onto your skin and it knows the problems that you've got. It knows how it needs to work, and whether that is anti-aging, whether that's evening skin tone, whether that's actually being kind and soothing that irritated skin, working alongside sort of the darkness that we're seeing, or the dullness to the skin, or the hydration of the skin, or the redness to the skin. So many incredible befores and afters, all different skin types, skin issues.
Yeah.
So all skin types, all genders, and honestly, an opportunity. Look at the redness around the nose, and that's diminished in that after.
Massively.
And then look at how even the skin tone is,
yeah,
the
on
texture
the cheek
of the
area,
skin.
the difference to the texture,
Such a youthful, healthy looking
Again,
skin.
it's that pigmentation that you can see there. So whatever skin type you are, whatever age you are, whatever gender you are, we're talking about the most amazing skincare with game-changing ingredients. Salmon DNA and a blend of powerful key botanicals. There's clinical trials we're going to talk about, but we need to bring Emma back into the show. Emma is such a fantastic guest. It's such a pleasure to have you here, because it really is educational for us,
it's having your knowledge, because beauty has been such a big part of your life, but in so many different ways.
It has, yes. It all comes back to beauty for some reason. I think it's just something that I've always loved. And I remember my cousin, who was 14 years older than me, she worked for a massive beauty brand. And I remember as a child, you know, watching her do her makeup. It was something I loved to do. And she's always been very into her skincare. And so that was my first job when I was 16. I worked in a department store and just found a real love for the beauty world. And now I'm a TV makeup artist. I work on screen as a presenter. And I've been involved in the pageant world as well. So I've really come to understand the importance of skin. I've come to understand about photogenic makeup, about studio lights. You know, you name it, I kind of have worked out a hack for everything. And I've spent so much money on skincare. I've wasted so much money on skincare. And that's why when I discovered Cotrini and we struck up this relationship, it was because I was blown away by the results of this cream. And that was before I tried the eye patches, which, by the way, if there is still stock of the cream with the free eye patch.
At the moment, literally
Don't be
hanging
silly.
on.
Don't be silly now.
much.
Okay?
You will get a pair of the eye patches, which were brand new tonight. We had them in a bundle, but they've sold out. We do still have a very small amount of stock remaining with a complimentary gift with that set of the eye patches. If you do want it, the item number's there, 789409. You will get one set of the eye patches.
They are disappearing very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Limited stock means we're down to the final 10%, but it's a lot less than 10% now, so do check your basket through. Incredible price, and the price has been time limited as well. If there is stock and you're watching on +1, we will honour the price, but it will go back up to £200. But I don't think the stock is going to be there. But just double check.
So, ingredient-wise, Emma, we talk about salmon DNA, and straight away I think we should say salmon DNA. It's fragrance-free, the cream,
Yes.
isn't it? We don't have to have any worries about fragrance.
No, absolutely not.
Because you do think of that instantly, don't you?
Oh, there's nothing luxurious about the smell of salmon, is there? No, I would not be putting that on myself. No chance. No perfume whatsoever. It's non-comedogenic as well, which means it doesn't irritate skin. So if you do have sensitive skin, perfumed products are probably not the best for you.
Okay.
Yes.
And so there is no scent whatsoever to Cotrini. It's so powerful in that it's packed with salmon DNA, which has become so famous now. It's famed for its ability to rehydrate skin, but it also helps with cell regeneration and cell turnover. So as we age, our cells, we go to sleep at night, our cells are meant to go, right, it's time to work, it's time to reset. As we age, they slow down and some of them die off. So what salmon DNA does is it reawakens them, it gets them to work again, and it kind of gives them a kick up the bum to start working the way they used to. So that's why salmon DNA is at the heart of this.
And that does so much on its own, doesn't it?
And Camilo, the founder, went, it could do more.
Great.
Let's get our money's worth
What
about
did he
this
do?
salmon DNA. So he looked at the botanicals that he thought would blend well. And honestly, I keep saying it's magic in a pot. The way he's put things together, it's like a mathematician. He's just wondrous.
Yes.
It's just so clever. So he's chosen botanicals that are going to support what the salmon DNA already does. So, you can see there a breakdown of what salmon DNA is. We've got another slide that breaks down all of the different ingredients. So we've got things in there that are going to help produce redness, soothe. We've got anti-inflammatory in there. We've got ginseng, which helps with circulation. People always ask me, why is circulation even important? I'm like, right,
You
okay.
only think about it in
So-
your legs for some reason, don't
Well,
you? But
yeah.
it will
need
make
it for
such a
your
difference to the
face.
skin on your face.
Yes, because if the blood is pumping, you look more wide awake for one. You've got colour in your cheeks, but also that blood is carrying nutrients, it's carrying stem cells, it's carrying oxygen. So if that blood is pumping well and reaching all your cells, they're less likely to die. They're going to work at a better speed, and you're going to keep them healthy, which is in turn going to make you look younger. So the ginseng is very important. We've got mushroom extract in there, which is ideal because it's an antioxidant. So much of what affects us and ages us is actually free radicals. Now, free radicals occur naturally in the body, but we can also take them in from our environment. So whether that's pollution, UVA and UVB rays, alcohol, you name it, everything around us essentially can negatively affect us on the inside. And what the antioxidant does is it neutralises their effect. So we're trying to reverse the damage essentially of the free radical on the inside, because the free radical attacks the cell dies, we age. But we're also strengthening the skin barrier at the same time.
So we're protecting the skin
We're
as well.
protecting, we're reversing damage, we're locking in moisture, we're regenerating cells, we're boosting collagen production. Collagen is a massive buzzword at the minute in the skincare community. You can get it in powders, in gummies, in coffees,
Yes,
you name
yeah.
it, it's available in every which way. In the Cotrini formula, lots of the botanicals and the salmon DNA come together to boost collagen production.
Okay.
So you don't have just one ingredient doing that. They're all working towards that goal. And collagen is so important because it's a protein. And if you think of people eat a lot of protein when they go into the gym to build muscle, it's because it's dense protein. And you want protein to sit under your skin to keep it buoyant, to keep it full, to keep it fresh. The more collagen your skin produces, the younger you are going to look. So we've got all of these ingredients coming together to try and get your skin to create its own collagen. It's not a case of just, oh, we're applying collagen. We're trying to tell your cells to wake back up and make it itself. It's not a quick fix. It's not just put it on, it looks lovely. It's way more than that. It's not just about skin appearance, it's about skin health over time. And that's what makes it so special.
It is that healthier skin, that younger looking skin, dealing with so many different skin issues, dealing with all different skin types as well, whatever gender, whatever skin issues you've got,
and
you're going to find
irritated skins as well.
And that is that's very surprising, isn't it? Because I think a lot of people, Emma, if they have got irritated skin, if they've got very sensitive skin, if they've got very oily skin, some people will step away and think perhaps I shouldn't put anything on my skin. Whereas this truly is, if I said what skin type is Cotrini for, what would you say? Any and all.
Great.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And I would say, you know, if you do have chronically dry skin, use it in the day as well. If you are someone who's oilier, just use it as a night cream. There's a way to use it that's going to suit you. And, you know, coming back to what you mentioned there about people with oilier skin feeling like they should stay away from moisturisers, you're actually worsening the problem because if your skin is getting dehydrated, it's going to mass produce oil in order to fix that problem, which in turn will give you more spots. So I would always say, just find the right thing for you. Cotrini is always going to be really good if you do have angry skin. You know, if you're going to bed at night, and I had cystic acne myself, it was painful, it wasn't nice. You know, and then when I went on my treatment, I went on Accutane in the end, which is it's quite an aggressive treatment that attacks you. My skin was peeling off. Ooh. And I always think, where was Cotrini when I was going through that, you know, because...
And look at your skin now.
And everybody here talks about what great skin you've got.
Oh, thank you. Well, you know, I do really take care of it. I am very much into research when it comes to skincare, and I've been using Cotrini now for about 1.5 years, and it's mad that my skincare bag used to be like a sack of many things, and I would layer them on, whereas now I wash my face and I use Cotrini, and it's as simple as that. It's, you know, when my overnight bag is far lighter now, it's phenomenal. My back is bad, so you know, lugging that around, it's just simplified everything for me, because it's 3 in 1.
Being a makeup artist as well, obviously you're then dealing not just with you know, worrying about your own skin, you're worrying about the person that you're doing their makeup.
Yeah.
I know for you something that's very important is to have good skin before you apply the makeup.
Foundation.
So finding that right product for all your clients must have been really difficult before you found Cotrini.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, I still sit and have sort of an in-depth skin consultation with all my clients before I apply makeup, because that does change the types of products I'll use. But the one thing it doesn't change now is that I'll always reach for Cotrini as my first step. You know, the makeup might change with each person, but that first step is always the same.
Great.
Because I trust in it so deeply. I know it's going to, and you know, I put it on people and they go, oh, what did you just put on my skin? And I'm like, ta-da! You know, and again, I'm not lugging around all of these different formulas to treat different people. It's just the one jar, and it's really, really life-changing when you use it. I mean, I certainly feel like it's simplified my life. My mother is getting compliments constantly because of her skin, and she looked good anyway, I've got to give her that, but truly, it's made a difference. Skin texture specifically, I've noticed with her. You know, she'll be talking to me sometimes, and I just go, oh, your skin looks really good. You know, and it just like hits you suddenly, you think you look amazing. All of her friends are using it now. Like I said, it's like the ripple effect of Cotrini. It's spread in South Wales.
Yeah, once you've used it. And
there's only certain items that are like that, aren't there?
Yeah.
And it's the items that have worked for so many people, and people are noticing that difference, asking what you use.
Now, we've got to mention quickly the eye patches as well. The bundle we had is actually sold out, so apologies for that if you missed out. However, you can still get them, because with the night cream, you will get one set of the eye patches to try.
These are brand new. We've only had Cotrini with us one show before in December. We've been desperate to get them back. We're the only people here in the UK that actually supply Cotrini, apart from Cotrini themselves. And the eye patch is completely new for us to this show, but we are super limited on what we've got left
Coming
now.
with the bundle at the moment. Earlier in the show, we applied these to Sheila. Again, it's salmon DNA, the core ingredient, but we wear these overnight, don't we, Emma?
Yes, and they... I've used so many overnight products like masks or eye patches that are completely uncomfortable to wear, or they don't make sense. You know, they slop off, they fall to the side. Unless you sleep like a mummy or a vampire and you don't move, they're impossible to wear. So what I love first and foremost about these is the ease of application and the fact that they stay where they're meant to stay. There's no silliness with them, which I really respect. Lots of people assume that they're going to be wet on application, but they're not. They're completely dry.
Right.
So what we have here is what we call a microdart technology. So there are tiny little nodules of product on one side of this of the eye patch. And when you put it onto the skin, you press those microdarts into that layer of skin. So you feel a gentle prick when you do so. What's going to happen then is as you sleep, there's a slow release technology, and as it reacts with your body temperature, it slowly releases all of the key ingredients into that eye area. Now, I mentioned earlier, the skin around the eye is 40% thinner than the rest of the face, and that's why we have specialised eye products for that area. It's much more fragile, we need to be more careful. That's why it's so amazing that you can use the night cream on the eye area. You know, it's completely safe to use, which I think is a big flex, because so many brands, you need several products. So if you're using the Cotrini Night Cream, don't apply it under the eye if you're using your eye patch.
Right.
You need a dry area because this eye patch is dry. So those microdarts are going to melt into your skin as you sleep, and they're delivering high impact ingredients right to the problem area. We've got fewer oil glands in this area, so dehydration is kind of a given around the eye, and that's why we age sort of first and foremost in that area. So we've got the salmon DNA, which is our hero ingredient, packed into this. So as I've mentioned, it's all about cell regeneration and collagen production. It's fantastic. What we also have in there is hydrolyzed collagen and elastin. I've mentioned the importance of collagen when it comes to our skin. Hydrolyzed means it's actually been broken down, a bit scientific, but the molecules in these products were quite big, and Cam said if we break them down into smaller molecules, the skin will be able to take them in.
Go deeper into
yeah.
the skin.
Great.
So he was like, we're not wasting any collagen and elastin. We're going to process this so the skin can really drink it in, you know, more efficiently. What we also have in there is sodium hyaluronate, which hyaluronic acid has been a massive trend in the last few years, actually. They're putting it in everything now because it's famed for its hydration. But this is actually in salt form.
Right.
And it's a natural ingredient that is known for binding moisture into skin. So we've got it in salt form here. We've also got niacinamide, again, big trend at the minute.
Hearing that a lot, aren't we?
Yeah, and it's all about brightening and evening skin tone. And you saw in the before and afters for the night cream how much of an impact it was having on people's pigmentation and uneven skin tone. Well, we've got it in a you know, a very specific formula here, specifically for the eye area, which is going to brighten and give you that bright-eyed, bushy-tailed look. And last but not least, peptides. Again, I'm seeing so much about peptides at the minute. And I'll be honest, about 2 weeks ago, I Googled to fully understand what they were. Because I was like, I kind of know, but I don't know. So the easiest way for me to describe them is they're an amino acid, and they go into the skin and they send signals to your cells to wake up and to produce collagen. It literally is like giving them an electric shock and saying, get up, work. Yeah. So all of those ingredients have come together to create something truly transformational, in my opinion. I've used so many different under-eye masks, and none of them come in this sort of the way they're created. None of them have this technology, as far as I'm aware. I've not been able to find anything like it. And they don't fall off halfway through the night and soak my pillow instead of my under eye. It just happened to me too many times.
Very different to the other patches that we've seen out there on the market. Remember, that is your complimentary gift. You will get that as part of your night cream bundle, exclusive bundle that we've got for you. They're £21 if you buy them at full price normally with us. You're getting that as your complimentary gift with the night cream.
And it's so nice that you've actually got, with this bundle, you've got your night cream, and at the moment, but only at the moment, you've got the complimentary eye patches. That this is all working whilst you're sleeping. Some of us are really time poor, and you want to have that time to actually treat your skin, look after your skin. You know, lots of us age in that under eye area, and actually, just to lay on the sofa for 10 minutes with some eye patches on, but just don't have time in the day. This is all working whilst you're in bed. And I think that is phenomenal because it's allowing us all to have that bit of me time. And beauty sleep, that's when your skin's repairing, and all these key ingredients, they're going to work their best whilst you're sleeping. The deal's incredible. It is going to go back up in price if we have any stock left. So if you are watching on +1, do just double check if the stock is available. It will go back up to £200. But remember, you don't have to buy it from us. You might want to, because we here in the UK, it's the only place to get it is from us ourselves on Shop on TV or from Cotrini direct. Now, Cotrini know the value of their night cream, and you're seeing it there on your screen, £248. And that is for a 3-month supply, like you're getting with us this evening, but that is with no complimentary gift. So you're not getting the eye patches. With us, you've got virtually £100 saving, and you are getting those complimentary eye patches.
But it's not yours until you check your basket out and confirm your order. So many more of you trying to order than we have stock in the business. You can still add it to your basket and jump the queue if you like. 789409 is the item number. Not only have we seen great pictures, but it's clinically proven, clinically tested and proven. So
I think that's why, Emma, you've got the confidence to give it a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've seen people's results. You know what a difference Cotrini can make. But actually, the clinical trials then just give you that extra boost and think, well, yeah, you can try
that
this.
extra faith, isn't it?
Yeah, it truly is. And I think so many people sort of respond differently to different kinds of proof or evidence. For me, it's knowing someone who's tried and loved something. For others, it's hearing about the ingredients, it's the clinical trials. And the thing with Cotrini is there's nowhere that it falls down.
Yes.
You know, there's always proof that's telling me this works, this works. And, you know, and I use my brother as an example a lot. Someone who hasn't got a clue about skincare, doesn't know anything about it, knew that his skin was dramatically changed after using it. He couldn't tell me how or why. He just knew he felt good about himself.
Yeah.
And I think if a man who hasn't got a clue about beauty and about skincare can see the difference, then we should be able to.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's what it's all about, making sure that you're finding that right something for you. And for so many, whether you are looking at the clinical studies, whether you're looking at the befores and afters, whether you're looking at Emma's skin thinking, oh my goodness, I wish I had skin like that, whether you're looking in the mirror right now thinking, is it going to work for me? Remember, all skin types, all skin issues, all genders. There's no fragrance to this. I know for me that's something that really irritates my skin. It is for that sensitive skin, it is for that irritated skin, but it is for that skin that perhaps is dull because of age. It is for the lines and wrinkles. It is for getting that jawline back, the elasticity. It ticks every single box. And somehow, Cotrini, they have developed a night cream that does deal with all those problems. It's like you put it onto your face and it actually knows. It's like, all right, it's lines here, it's dryness here, it's oiliness here, it's redness here, it's irritation here, soothing, calming. Honestly, I think you're going to be blown away. But the wonderful thing is, you've got peace of mind with that 30-day money-back guarantee that you will actually see for yourself how it deals with your skin issues.
And the confidence that you can try it, and if it's not right for you, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. We talked about those clinical trials. Let's take a look at some of the numbers when it comes to the clinical trials. And first of all, the anti-aging study. 52% saw a dramatic hydration boost, 44% in wrinkle reduction.
Please.
Yes, who wouldn't want that? A 22% enhancement of elasticity.
That's getting that jawline back, you know, the sagginess to the skin that causes those very deep nose to mouth lines, which is really, really important.
And then the visible brightness to the skin
Seen
as
that
well.
in Sheila's skin instantly,
the
didn't
glow, that glass-like skin that we talk about. Also great for irritated skin. When you take a look at this anti-irritation study here, just take a look at these numbers. 65% saw an improvement in the skin barrier integrity in just 2 days. A 45% increase in hydration in 2 days, but that jumps to 82% at the 4-day mark. And then a 70% reduction in redness and continued improvement in time. That's what it says at the end there. So the longer you use it, the better the impressive results that you'll get. And then when you take a look at the perception study, 100% reported firmer and softer skin, improved wrinkles by 90.6%, showing that reduction in expression lines and wrinkles. And you can see 96.9% of participants perceived amazing benefits. Improved skin tone, almost 85%.
I mean, those percentages, and this is perhaps you looking into the mirror after you've used Cotrini, virtually everybody saw that difference.
Yeah.
You know, that 100%, 90%, 96, or nearly 97%, huge percentages. But you've got that peace of mind that actually you'll see for yourself. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, you're going to see for yourself the difference it's going to make to your skin. And for so many, I think it'll only take a few days. It might only be that one night and you'll think, oh gosh, I understand. When they said this is premium luxury, when we look at Sheila and we actually see the difference in Sheila live in the studio, which when we did our very first show in December, we never imagined to have a before and after. But my goodness, Sheila, what a difference it's made to your skin.
Absolutely. I mean, it's glowing now. It looks more youthful. It seems to have sort of ironed out my skin a little bit as well, which is great. But it's just how the skin feels as well. It feels lovely and soft. There's no stickiness. It's not sitting on the surface. And it's a real good treatment. This is what I'm sort of thinking now for my skin because of all those fantastic ingredients inside there.
And if you're just using that one product, like you were saying
Yeah.
earlier, you're not having to use your
serum.
primer, your serum,
Absolutely.
your eye cream.
You spend such a lot of money on different pots of cream, but you've got all those fantastic ingredients just in one pot. And I would say with that pot, once you've finished with it, put some jewellery in there. Use it as a little jewellery
It is stunning.
pot. Yeah.
I couldn't throw mine away. The pot is absolutely, if it's a gift, it just is going to look fantastic on a dressing table. It's going to look fantastic, you know, in the bathroom. And you'll be the same. And do use it for something else. I couldn't throw mine away, but I am so excited to get my next pot. It's on its way. I've ordered mine already because once you've used Cotrini, I think like I was, you will be devastated when you run out. And when we say that gives you a 3-month supply, I was a bit wary of that. I was thinking, is there really in that jar going to be 3 months supply? And I'm a bit heavy-handed. It comes with a really clever little spatula, so you only really ever use the right amount. You'll be blown away that just that little spatula full, you will find will do your face and your neck. And for me, it gave me virtually exactly a 3-month supply, which is then incredible value for money to think that is your serum, that's your night cream, and that is your eye cream as well. And I think lots of you will, because your skin just feels so fabulous, you'll use it as that primer under your makeup. But just remember, apply it and then give yourself about 10 minutes before you apply the makeup on top. All skin types, all genders, all skin issues, 30-day money-back guarantee. The only way you can go wrong tonight is not checking that basket out because a good few of you are going to miss out.
Yeah, now's the time. If you want to ensure you get that complimentary gift that we talked about, those eye patches, again, a brand new product to us here tonight at Shop on TV. They have such amazing technology. Those micro darts that give you, well, that ingredient overnight.
Slow release overnight. So you'll find they're dry, which is really unusual for an eye patch. You apply them, they stay on all night, but they slowly release. Those darts have got those key ingredients with the salmon DNA and all those key ingredients that are going to work on that under eye area. And whether that is the puffiness, whether that's the darkness, whether that's the lines and wrinkles, treating your eyes through the night, like your night cream is. Can you imagine actually not having to have that me time, because we're all very busy and we struggle, don't we, to have 10 minutes on the sofa with a treatment. This is giving you that treatment whilst you're sleeping.
It's your last opportunity, though. You've got to go to the website if you wish, shopontv.co.uk. Remember, we've already had sellouts with the eye patch bundle on its own. When you go to the website, you'll find it's the first item on the live show. Go to the live section that you see there, click on there, scroll down, and you can bring everything you'll see there. If you do want to multi-order, you can. You'll only pay one postage, so go for whatever we've got remaining in stock. Oh, it looks like one of the eye patch bundles has popped back into stock.
I'm going to have that. I'm going to get that.
If you can add it to your basket, please do. Whatever your shop, pop that away.
Can you beat me?
Pop that away. Confirm your orders and check out. It's been a massively busy show. If you want to go for the main bundle, 789409, but it's limited stock.
Yeah, and more people ordering than stock is available, so please order, check out, and have that peace of mind. Yours is on its way with the 30-day money-back guarantee. We've got to thank a fantastic team,
Yes.
Emma and Sheila. Always
What
an
a team.
absolute pleasure. And of course, thank you for your company as well, because my goodness, you turned on just at the right time, I think. This, and it's a big thing to say, but I think this could be life-changing for your skin and the way you feel about yourself.
Thanks to Emma, thanks to Sheila, thanks to you at home for watching. We will see you tomorrow night. We've got more great products coming up on Shop on TV. See you
Take
later.
care. See you later.